Hi guys, welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester and today I'll be walking you through the crypto markets, giving you a bit of an emergency update here because it's happened. We've absolutely banged it. Who knows what's happened in the last few hours here with Bitcoin? Crazy stuff. I'll be starting off with the short term for Bitcoin here on the hourly chart. Then I'll be jumping to the 4-hour and the midterm there. And then I'll be jumping to the long term here to discuss what we thought was going to be a potential nice short position here. But no, we've actually just banged it. I did manage to, let me jump straight to the short term. Once I'm done with the Bitcoin here, once I'm done with Bitcoin here, I'll be jumping across to some altcoins there. So if you've got any altcoin requests, guys, jump them in the chat now and I'll jump them in the chat. Put them in the chat now and I will be getting to them once I'm finished here with Bitcoin, right? Let's start off with what the hell happened right when I was streaming before earlier on today. We were actually seeing a progression to the upside. We were discussing the fact that I personally thought we were going to see a nice swift rejection set at that 35k zone, and we were looking for that momentum to the downside from there, which was going to cause us to basically lose the lower side of this descending triangle on the daily time frame here. And then we were looking for a nice little retest of this pump to the top side, and then we were going to find that momentum to the downside and find a lovely short position there. But no, unfortunately, the crazy happened. That's Ethereum. The craziness happened, and we absolutely just banged it, right? We banged it up quite significantly. But as I was saying here, we did have this this head and shoulders pattern coming through here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and this would be the top side of that. So in terms of a target point for completing that head and shoulders pattern, it was around there, and we have pretty much done that, right? We have pretty much done that. So that is that's basically completed, right? So yeah, that's pretty much invalid now. So now we need to think about what's going to happen next, right? What's going to happen next? Chainlink, please. So I will get onto that. And guys, straight in the chat, Mr. Kidney Man, straight in there. Amazing to see you guys support me on this channel here. Thank you ever so much. Let me just get through Bitcoin, and then we'll jump straight across to your chats there. Nice to see David straight in the chat there, Andy, Valclav, Mickey, and also of course Mr. Kidney Man himself, right? As you can see here, I did actually get in a little bit of a long position because I saw the momentum to the upside coming, and we broke through this 200 moving average coming through here, right? When I saw this retest coming down of this falling channel that we've got coming through here, and I did discuss this earlier on my stream, I was potentially going to look for a measure move to the upside here, right? Measure move to the upside, obviously ignoring the fact if we were going to dump to the downside, so it was a measurable point here that we did need to actually look at, and basically just keep looking at it, right? Keep looking at it and see what was going to happen. We did see that retest to the downside of this, the top side of this this falling price channel that we've got coming through here. Let me get rid of this head and shoulders. It's annoying me in terms of visually appealing, right? Hello, Liam O'Shaughnessy in the chat there. Nice to see you there again, brother. Nice to see you coming back on the stream, supporting me out here. But yeah, as I was saying here, we did actually come down for that retest. Usually, we would be entering a nice long on that retest, right? Looking for that measure move. But for me, personally, I was skeptical because as you can see, we do have this grey box zone coming through, and I was waiting for a little bit of clearance through that, and we did absolutely bang it through that. And then I thought to myself, oh, itching, we could get in now and look for that completion of the head and shoulders pattern. But for me personally, I was there like, right, we need to clear the 200. And then if you guys were watching this price action as it happened in literally no time at all. It just started going crazy right to the upside. So I waited for us to clear that 200 on the short term here, sat around that 35,600, and I got in a nice little long position looking for that completion of that head and shoulders pattern, which was sat at the top side of this at that 36,600 there. Made myself a nice little 2.35%. Nothing crazy, right? Nothing crazy, but still, it's a nice 2% for the day. And if you do 2% a day, you're doing some good money, right? You're doing some good money, right? Crazy stuff. Obviously, all depends on your equity there. Right now with Bitcoin, we do need to think about, right? That's obviously the head and shoulders pattern completed. That's obviously the measure move to the top side here. In terms of actually finding the momentum to get to the top side, it's skeptical at the moment because as you can see on the RSI right now, we are pretty overextended. We're overbought on the RSI, so it's looking like we are going to have to see some sort of at least consolidation to bring us down. Or just literally like a dump, right? We need a dump or something to basically bring us down and get us a little bit more central on the RSI, so then we can prepare for another move, potentially to the upside. That would be very nice indeed. In terms of an upside target, we do have this horizontal resistance sat at around that 37,795. That would be absolutely brilliant. Are you currently holding any BTC? Bro, I can't really disclaim that just in case I get hacked or something. But I'm not. But yeah, so what's that? Let me just have a drink, guys. What's up, Shivansh? Yeah, nice to see you back on the stream there, bro. As I was saying here, Bitcoin, crucial point right now, because as you can see from this horizontal point on the top side of this head and shoulders pattern that we had playing out here, we are actually potentially going to see a bit of resistance playing out here, as we have seen in previous tests. just like so. As we have seen in previous tests here, we could see some potential resistance play out here, or as you can see here, we have got a nice sort of consolidation period coming through. So ideally, we do need that some sort of consolidation period to come through here. Otherwise, this pump that we've just seen, this insane pump to the upside here, let me jump a percentage on that for you guys, right? Let me jump a little percentage on that pump from that 1 hour insanely big mega candle there, literally like a 6% candle there. Absolutely crazy there for Bitcoin in the space of an hour, and that's pretty goddamn volatile in my opinion, right? Yeah, I've moved my mic arm, so hopefully it's in a good position. Hopefully, guys, you can hear me okay, right? But yeah, so in terms of what's happened right now, I would be looking at this key point here for this 36,600 sort of zone, potentially finding some resistance there. Neelesh, good to see you back on the stream there, absolute OG. And also Mr. Kong Sir, Mr. King Kong out there. Nice to see you back on the stream as well there, guys. Appreciate all the support. And we're sat at 8 likes. Absolutely amazing, guys. Really, really love the support here. I was right. Neelesh was right. We did a little poll this morning. Do you think we're going to see that rejection at 35,000? Or do you think we're going to see that progression up to around that 37K to see that completion of the head and shoulders patterns? And Neelesh, out of everyone in the chat there, he was one of the only ones that said we were going to see that continuation to the upside. For me, I thought we were going to have a swift rejection of 35. So yes, I was wrong. Sometimes you can be wrong in trading. And Neelesh absolutely smashed it. Smashed it to the moon there, bros. Absolutely amazing call there for you, sir. But yeah, as I was saying, I think you only just joined the stream there, but I did get into a nice little long position as we left this zone, looking for that completion of that head and shoulders pattern, and made myself a nice little 2.35%. Very, very good stuff indeed. Now let's jump to so yeah, a crucial point to summarize the short term for Bitcoin right now is on the 1 hourly here. We would be looking at a crucial either resistance point coming down here. Let me get rid of that so people don't mistake that as a support line there. So yeah, we could be looking at a bit of resistance playing out here. And as you can see on this live candle, we have just set a a lower high point coming down here and seeing this resistance off this zone currently, right? Ideally, if we do find a little support there, we are going to see that progression to the upside as we have seen in previous history, right? So that would be a place to watch to see us progress even further. But yeah, as I was just saying, this is pretty insanely parabolic, right? We need to see some sort of correction, consolidation period, or even literally a little bit of a dump in the price to see any sign of any move back to the upside, right? But I would be expecting at least some resistance around this sort of zone here, right? Let me jump to the midterm because something very crucial on the RSI on the midterm here. But let me do some chart patterns for now. As you can see here, we do have this this channel coming through. I mean, this channel's pretty much getting near enough voided, right? We are looking at a broadening wedge, and I do not like broadening wedges. So we are going to probably put it along like this, right? Instead, just change that up a bit, and we are going to be looking at near enough a falling wedge coming through here. So the next target for that top side of the falling wedge would be that 38,000 there. So Kong says, I hope we get a dump. I have a cheeky, risky short in place. Interesting strategy there, sir. But yeah, for me at this point in time, we do need some sort of correction, as I was just saying here. We do need some sort of correction to validate what has just happened. That insane pump to the upside, around 5-6%, I think it was. So yeah, crazy stuff. But yeah, in terms of the midterm right now, we do need to think about a potential target point here of this 38,200. So actually it feels really good to say that for Bitcoin, right? I don't think I'm alone here. It feels really good to say that our target point is 38,128 after seeing this abysmal 31,000 recently, right? Absolutely dirty dumps to the downside then. So yeah, we're seeing this upwards most correction here. But yeah, I wouldn't be like, oh my god, we're gonna go to the moon here. I really wouldn't be forward because, as you can see here, we have had a lot of momentum to the upside, and then we have just had a continual dump, right? We have just had a continual dump. So yeah, there would be a few factors to take into account here. Don't get tricked out by this insane volatility right now in terms of this massive mega candle that we got coming through here, shooting to Pluto in a sense, right? So yeah, don't be fooled by that. Don't be FOMOing in right now. Don't be FOMOing in at all, right? I would be inclined to look for a target and resistance point sat around that 38,100. On a positive note, right? On a positive note, get the negatives of the factual things out the way there. We have just cleared the 55, right? We cleared the 55 moving average on the midterm here for Bitcoin, which is absolutely amazing, right? Absolutely amazing. We cleared the 55, and we got a nice level of support on it. As you can see, we do like to find a nice level of support on the 55, or sometimes heavy resistance, right? So it is good that we didn't find resistance there because it was pretty easy that we could have done, and that would have been around 35,800 there. But yep, as Neelesh said, we smashed right through and saw that progression to the upside. Ideally, target right now for the 4 hourly candle that we're currently a part of 4-hourly, yeah, you guys can see the time frames there. For the 4-hourly candle that we're currently a part of here, I would be looking for another high point to see that progression to the upside here. I wouldn't be looking at a lower high, because then on the next 4 hours, we would have a bit of a challenge point, potentially finding some resistance there. But as you can see, we are currently challenging this lower high zone coming through here with these candles here. And that's basically another reason why we're finding a bit of stickiness coming through here as well, right? So yeah, I would expect potentially some resistance there, or at least some consolidation. As I was saying on the short-term time frame, it is pretty much needed now, right? It is pretty much needed now. And let me jump to the RSI, right? Let's jump to the RSI and let's just see this downward sloping resistance line, which we did have on the RSI, and we've had it for quite a while now. I was saying this is going to be a crucial point to see whether we break it or not. And this was one of the factors that I was saying that we could even see that quick rejection. I was waiting to buy at 30k. Game of God, don't worry, bro. We did break that massive high low point from before, only by $100 or so, but it's still an indication that we are going to come down, right? So don't be sad that you missed a good buying opportunity there, because we could potentially easily still come down to that point, right? And this could just be a pretty massive trap, right? Still hoping for an A last big dump, maybe A class you meant to put there, A class big dump. But yeah, in terms of the downward sloping resistance line that we got coming through here on the RSI, I was looking for resistance. I was looking for resistance, and that's why I said, look, I was thinking we were going to see a bit of resistance playing out here and a rejection point off that 35k zone. As you can see, we did have a lot of resistance points basically playing out, but no, we smashed it. We smashed through this resistance point coming through here. So now what I'm actually looking for is to basically come down on the RSI on the midterm here and find a level of support, right? This is crucial, absolutely crucial that we find support on there if we are going to see that progression to the upside, right? Absolutely crucial indeed. If we don't find the level of support there, then we do need to expect a swift rejection in terms of the price here for Bitcoin. So definitely take that into account, and that is sat at around that 54 mark on the RSI on the midterm for the 4-hour, guys, if you ever want to pick that up on your chart yourselves. So I would be watching that with beady eyes, as I like to say on this channel. I would be watching this zone because at this point in time, we do need that consolidation zone, as I was talking about, or at least a bit of resistance coming through, and that's obviously going to mean on the 4-hour here. It's going to take a little bit longer on the 4-hour, but we are. Good evening here, Tom. Nice to see you back on the stream, bro. We are going to see at least potentially some sort of pretty big point around this zone, whether it's going to be support or whether it is going to be resistance if we do lose it, right? As you can see here, we actually claimed it to the top side here, smashed the top side of this falling wedge that we got coming through here on the midterm, and then we saw that progression remove to the downside in terms of the resistance from there, right? So yeah, I wouldn't be ruled out that we are going to lose this line in the future, coming up maybe in the next few hours or so, or probably not the next few hours or so, but probably in the next like 8 to 12 hours throughout the night in England when I'm goddamn asleep. Usually the case, right? So annoying. In terms of the MACD right now on the midterm, we have just had that bullish crossover. We're on the uptrend, no surprise at all. We've seen the progressive move to the upside, right? So yeah, at this point in time, the trend, it doesn't look like it's fizzling out, which is a bit of a worry. It's a bit of a worry, but I can see as if we are going to be looking for that upside target, it would be that 38,000 zone for the midterm for Bitcoin here. And we are pretty far away from that bearish crossover happening anytime soon. In terms of that trend cycle that we had coming through on the last high point here, last basically group of uptrends coming through here, we actually fizzled out, right? And we fizzled out and we had that flaccid uptrend coming through here. So oh, yeah, you guys can see that on the screen there. And yeah, we did actually fizzle out. So we are inclined to set this new trend coming up through here. I would say that a target point on the MACD here in terms of how big this trend could be would be this target zone here, which pretty much correlates with this 38k zone. So guys, don't be surprised if we do get to that 38k zone. I mean, just ideally, we would need some consolidation or a bit of rejection here. Otherwise, the RSI is going to be seriously extended on the hourly chart here. See, I would expect something pretty simple over the next few hours or so. But yeah, it's pretty hard to predict after this this massive candle to the upside, right? But yeah, I'm just throwing some facts at you guys, and we do need some sort of correction on the RSI coming through here, or we are going to see some insane extension here, and that obviously means massive dumps to the downside if we do see that. Yeah, so there's a few things to take into consideration there, guys, in terms of a consolidation and a little bit of a rejection period, right? I say that and we are pumping. I say that and we are pumping, and we're challenging this horizontal resistance point currently sat at around this zone here. Yeah, so we are currently challenging this zone, but as I said, short-term target would be to get over this lower high that we do have on the 1 hour, and then also we do have to get over this what was it? Oh no, we did need to set a new high point, which I think we near enough have in terms of this 4-hourly candle right here. We need to see them set a new high point in terms of this uptrend, and then it's looking very good indeed. But key point is invalidating this lower high points coming through here. Is it a bull trap? Potentially, bro. Potentially, bro. I mean, as I was just saying, we have seen that insane buying momentum to the upside, which is obviously going to flip a lot of people bullish, right? It's going to flip a lot of people bullish, and it's going to get a lot of people FOMOing in when we see an insane pump like this, right? Because they have the fear of missing out, and then just absolutely FOMO in like crazy. And now, I wouldn't be surprised if we did see heavy resistance off this point, as we have done before. But before that, I would be entitled to say that the next target would be that 38k zone before we see that heavy point of resistance, as that correlates on a couple of time frames there. Gamer God, happy birthday in advance, bro. Hope we dump for you. Tomorrow is my birthday. Oh, crazy. Happy birthday tomorrow for you there, Gamer God. Shipwreck Monkey is back in the chat. I'm something of a pro trader myself. Sold my Bitcoin right before the jump. Brilliant stuff there, bro. Don't be ashamed about that, bro. It happens to the best of us. That's just the life of being a trader, hey? Yeah, as I was saying, I would be expecting some resistance off this 38k zone. Just looking at all the time frames correlating them together. Oh, guys, we're at 20 likes. That's absolutely crazy. Thank you very much for those 20 likes. See if we can get that to 30. We'll put a target on the table. 30 likes is the target for, say, the next. We'll see how long we go for today. We'll see how long we go for this evening. Right, I will be back tomorrow morning, without a doubt. Not a doubt in my mind. We'll be back tomorrow morning for 2 to 3 hours. I did go for 3 hours this morning. I think I went for 3 hours this morning. Yeah, I went for 3 hours this morning. The streams are just blending into one now, guys. Absolutely crazy stuff. But yeah, let me do the long term for Bitcoin here for you, and then I will jump into some altcoin requests, because I know you guys have got some requests out there, because a lot of altcoins are actually pumping and they're doing pretty well, obviously following the Bitcoin trend coming through here. I was like 21. But yeah, as you can see here on the long term time frames coming through here, we do have this descending triangle coming through here. And as I said, we were likely to break to the downside if we were going to find that resistance, which we didn't. We absolutely smashed through, and we actually completed that head and shoulders pattern coming to the top side here. Not so bad at all. I did make it a little percent there, made 2.35% on a long position after we cleared the 200 moving average. But as you can see here, in terms of a target to the upside, that 38k zone is looking very favorable indeed. Very favorable indeed in terms of a lot of time frames coming through. But yeah, as I was saying, crucial point to watch would be that RSI on the midterm there. But yeah, in terms of the long term here, this was going to be the position to the downside. So let's just get rid of that for now. But now we know as we did get to this zone down here around that 31,000 sort of zone there. It's acting as a heavy level of support, right? It's acting as a heavy level of support. So we do know next time we do get down there, we're going to use that as a nice sign to see a level of support, maybe a potential buying opportunity for us there. As it is, it does seem to just go up from that point, right? So yeah, definitely something to think about. But as I was saying, short-term targets right now for the daily chart would be to invalidate this lower high point that we got coming through here. In terms of a shorter target time frame, it would be this to get a candle close above the 39,912, and that really gives us that bit more confirmation that we are going to see that 38 zone get actually touched there before probably seeing a dump down to the downside from there. Now let's go on the factors that we actually invalidate this lower high point that we got coming through here at 36,900. Let's just go on the basis that we close above that, very nice and juicy, close it around that 37, and then tomorrow we see a nice massive candle to that 38, and then we see a break to the top side. Let's talk about measure moves. Let's talk about some measure moves for a daily long trade that we would be potentially looking at. It would look something like this. Obviously, this is all speculation whether we do continue up, right? Which would be very nice indeed. But obviously, we are going to need some consolidation periods as well. Smash that like button, you all. That's Gamer God. Is Glitch a good buy at 50 to 55 cents? Sorry, one sec. Personally, sir, I think Glitch is genuinely a great buy. I did actually do a video on that if you want to go watch that in terms of an alt gem video, and explains a bit more about the fundamentals of the coin itself. So yeah, it's going to be it's still going to be underpriced when it's literally $1. So we have let me jump back on the stream here to see if we got likes on my 26 likes. Absolutely amazing. Thank you very much, guys. Siddhartha, hey man, what if it doesn't reach the resistance? Do you mean the resistance at that 38k zone, bro? We would be crucially at this point in time. God, it is just pumping. It is just going up here. At this point in time, we would be looking for this to break this target of these lower highs, which we're looking like we're near enough smashing through. Get a few candle closes above that. Look at this price action. That is crazy, crazy stuff, guys. Parabolicness coming through like a mother in here. So yeah, next resistance point for yourself there. Siddhartha, it would be this this horizontal resistance point sat at around that 37,811 zone there, and we're likely to have some resistance off that. As you can see, it has played out here, and if we don't, it's looking bullish indeed. It's looking very goddamn bullish indeed, because we need to start eradicating these lower highs. The more lower highs we start to eradicate, the higher that we're looking like we're going to progress in the future, and that's basically what we all want for Bitcoin, right? We want to see us all progress to the top side and continue this bull run coming through here. And yeah, that uptrend is near enough at that resistance points on the midterm. Yeah, on the midterm here for Bitcoin. So we would need to watch in that MACD point pretty crucially before we see that sort of reversal coming through here. Chat is moving quite fast. Can Cosmos go 10x by this year? I'm not too sure, bro. Let me jump to some requests in a second. Hey Chester, to the moon, BNB. I went all in, up 12%. Woohoo! Yes, Nikki, well done. Congratulations to you. Absolutely amazing decision there. And BNB, I'm very bullish on BNB for the future. Currently up 7% up by the looks of it on the top 50 cryptos there. On the side thing, I don't think you guys can't see that, but my watch list there, you are currently up around currently 6.9% there. But yeah, not so bad at all. Great decision. But you say you're up 12%. Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. But yeah, as I was saying, resistance point at 38,000. Watch this RSI for that crucial zone there. I don't know if you guys can't see that. Let me see. You guys can see that zone there. There is a crucial zone there, potentially looking at support. But to validate this pump that we are seeing currently, we do need some consolidation at least, or a little bit of a swift rejection. So yeah, ideally we want some consolidation around this zone before we see that continuation to the upside. Because if we see it literally just go up like this, we're going to see bigger crashes, right? Bigger crashes to the downside, and that's just going to slaughter everyone, right? It's going to absolutely slaughter everyone. And in terms of crypto, in terms of altcoins, it is going to tell me, should I close my short trade? Oh, brother, man. I mean, it depends where you short from, bro, and I can't really give you financial advice in terms of telling you where to close your trade. But at this point in time, it's looking, it's looking pretty goddamn bullish, bro. Pretty goddamn bullish, bro. But yeah, a crucial point for yourself to watch would be one, this lower high. If you really didn't want to close your trade at this point in time, Sikandar, I would be inclined to watch these zones, these lower high zones. I've got to feel sorry for you, bro, in the short right now. In this zone here, I would be watching to see if we break this zone, because we could easily find resistance off this point here, and we could just be scurrying around, validating this pump, and then we see a dump. So yeah, I wouldn't take that out of fruition, out of your mind there. I wouldn't take this out of your mind here. We could actually see resistance coming off here. But as I said, if we do see this momentum continue to the upside, as we are continuously seeing here, just seeing these high highs points just get created continuously and invalidating these lower highs. The next lower high, as I said here, would be bang on this horizontal at 39,799. And look, I highly doubt we're just going to go like this. I highly doubt we're literally just going to go like that, right? We are going to see at least some consolidation or some correction points coming in here. So yeah, keep your minds there for that. But yeah, in terms of a short position, that's good, bro. I mean, not good, bro. I do feel for you in that instance there. Got stopped out low, insane BTC. Oh brother, Mr. Kong, BTC is acting sick. Yes, it is. Let me jump. Sikandar, but I lost 9k. Oh, bruh, peak for you, man. Absolute peak for you. 30 likes, guys. Absolutely amazing stuff. Thank you very much. Means the world to me. You guys support me out here. And 53 viewers. Amazing stuff, guys. Really do appreciate all the support there. Let me just see any requests in the chat there, and I will get to them. I could do a little, I could potentially, I don't think I can bring up a glitch chart for you there, David, as I don't think it's on TradingView as of yet, or it's some crappy Ethereum pairing, right? But yeah, if you were going to buy glitch, then I would say, I would do a Chainlink there for David that I need to get onto in a second. So I'll do Chainlink and then CPR for BTC. Right, I see. BTC and emergency CPR, I got you. Yeah, I'll do Chainlink straight away here for you, David. And then we're gonna get to some other requests in the chat here. I lost 9k. Oh brother, that hurts. That hurts me deep inside. The fact that you lost that. XRP. I'll jump to XRP for you, Sikandar, in a minute, bro. And just take it as a bad day. We all have bad days. Sup, says Philip. Nice to see you on the stream there, bro. In terms of link right now, as you can see, this pretty big, juicy, symmetrical triangle playing out here. I mean, earlier it wasn't looking like this, but we are looking it's looking pretty goddamn attractive, I must say. A nice support point being formed here. We are reclaiming this higher low point getting formed here that we did invalidate. So that was an indication we were going to see that progression to the downside, but no, we have actually found a lovely level of support. One on this horizontal support point of that $22.39 there. Who's the younger brother? I am the younger brother. I am the younger brother by 11 months. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, so at this point in time, we are seeing the support point being formed off here. And we did have that resistance point, the consolidation zone we were looking at earlier at that 23,095. And I said, look, it's crucial if we can get past that. That's going to be great. And then we would be looking at testing this 21 moving average coming down here. Got an itchy ear. 21 moving average coming down here. Chainlink, this is Chainlink, my good sir David. This is for you. Thank you, sir. Not a problem at all, bro. But at this point in time, we are currently testing this 21 moving average, which I mean, it's not looking so bad considering you have smashed through this this dirty consolidation and this horizontal level of resistance, and you actually found a lovely level of support on it there. Obviously, this pump is probably down to a bit of the old Bitcoin action. Would love to see vet. I'll jump to the vet for you there, Lisa, in no time at all. But yeah, in terms of a short-term target here for let me get rid of these dirty lines here. Very ugly in terms of chart presentation for you guys there. But yeah, in terms of the next target for you there on Chainlink, it would be to get over this 21 moving average to start off with, and then you've obviously got a crucial point of support that you need to find here. Currently, obviously acting this candle body close here from that previous insane dump to the downside, right? That first bounce that we had up, that's going to be crucial. If you gain support on that, then it's looking like you are going to progress to the upside. Then your target would be that $29.99 there. But crucial point right now to watch would be this 21, would be this horizontal resistance point currently at that $26 zone. So yeah, watch it with your beady eyes there, David. And yeah, in terms of the RSI, we're pretty central, so you've got plenty of moving space, plenty of moving space in terms of buying power before you see some sort of rejection or some sort of consolidation to get you back down to that central point. So yeah, there's movement here for progression to the upside here for Chainlink. I mean, looking at it just off the bat here, we do have a horizontal resistance point actually coming down. Let me just draw this in, coming through here. We do have a horizontal resistance point coming down that we do need to take into consideration. If we do see that a continuation to the upside, it makes me think that we are going to have a consolidatory, if that is a cool word. I'm probably going to use that more. Need to research if that is a word. Is Hamilton your brother? Yes, Hamilton is my brother. Bitcoin Beats are here. Shout out to Bitcoin Beats if no one's jumped onto his channel before. Bitcoin Beats, amazing channel. Go check that out, guys. Absolutely amazing stuff going on there. In terms of TA and stuff like that. And yes, we are brothers, right? Two crypto brothers. Yeah, so in terms of finding resistance off this downward sloping resistance line on the RSI here, I would be inclined to say you're going to find a bit of resistance or a consolidationary period around this 55 moving average, as well as challenging that horizontal point, which I was just saying about the horizontal resistance sat at that 26 zone there. Let me have a little. Let's jump back, right? Let's jump back to another request. What was next? We did Chainlink for David, and then it was XRP. Let's do XRP. And guys, absolutely, we smashed 40 likes. Amazing, guys. Thank you ever so much. Really means the world. That's so sick. That smashed 40 likes. Amazing. Obviously, guys, I've only been streaming for like 3 weeks here, so I'm a new guy on the block. So all these likes and all these views and everything really does help me out in terms of the YouTube algos, right? So I do honestly, I really appreciate that, right? Yeah, in terms of what's happening here on XRP, obviously we do have this insane candle body low point coming through here, and the support point being formed from here, pretty much happening on a lot of the charts, right? A lot of the charts are looking the same, but the one thing I would say about this XRP right now, we are, let me choose that tool, we are using a bit of a horizontal point coming through here, right? So this is my inclination that we are going to see some sort of ascending triangle. It's quite a long-winded one play out, but this is obviously for the future. If we can get there, we could be sat around this sort of zone for a long time. And as we know, I think on the really longer time frames, we were in a massive symmetrical triangle. We were in a massive symmetrical triangle in previous history here. So that's what we were sat in there for. God knows how long, for literally like a month or something crazy. So yeah, XRP has got it's got the juice. No, it's got the memory of doing that, I guess, right? So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we were going to sit in this triangle for a while for XRP. And then there is that lawsuit as well. And I don't think it's passed yet. I'm not too sure on the information on that. So yeah, if you guys got any information on that, smash it in the chat. And you can educate me and everyone else on it as well, because that's obviously going to have some sort of effect on the price. And the SEC are just trying to screw one crypto company out there, right? They're trying to screw one of them, one of the coins. So we'll see which one they actually catch. But yeah, at this time, I don't think they're going to get XRP. But in terms of targets for XRP right now, obviously we do have this point here, this lower low point in terms of this downtrend that you had here. In terms of coming up to the up point and coming to the uptrend here, your next target in terms of a lower high to take out here, it would be that 96 cent zone, right? But at this point in time, currently trading at 89, not the best in the world. Currently finding a bit of resistance sat at that 89.83. Let me zoom into that for you. And that's obviously, if you can get above that, that's going to be ideal. Because as you can see, we are seeing a nice bounce point in terms of support coming through there quite heavily indeed. So yeah, ideally, short-term target for yourselves there for XRP, it would be to get over this 90 cent zone. But yeah, as I was saying, I mean, looking at it, the resistance off this point is, I can only see it really being really bad here. But apart from that, it's more of a consolidatory period. I really hope that makes sense. A consolidation sort of period coming through here. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you do have that consolidation there. But with that being said, right, you do have a downward sloping resistance line coming through, acting as a lovely support level on the XRP here. So yeah, I would be watching this as well. If we are going to come down here, we are hopefully going to find a level of support and progress to the upside from there. So yeah, definitely something to watch, and definitely something to consider here with XRP in terms of the price action. Just in here, just because if we do see that support get formed here, we are likely to see the support get formed on the RSI as well, and then see that progression to the upside from there. And the fact that this downward sloping currently support line that we're trying to find here is actually near enough at the end of its cycle coming through here. As you can see, the lower it gets, the less valid it gets in terms of resistance, because we do break to the upside, and then we tend to like ride along it in terms of price and then push to the upside from there. And then obviously, if we do lose it to the downside here, we're oversold at that point. So then we need that momentum to get bought back. And that basically, the lower we go, the less valid it becomes in terms of resistance, right? So that's a good thing to remember for you beginners out there. But yeah, in terms of support right now, we would be looking at this zone here. Yeah, that's what we'd be looking for. But yeah, symmetrical triangle playing out. Short-term target would be this 89 cents, 83 there. But as I was saying, if you do see a swift rejection like we have seen here, and we have seen here, then you do have a nice big safety net of a level of support sat at around this 82 there. If you on the basis you do lose that, your next level of support is sat at around 80 there. So it's highly, I don't think you're going to lose that. And if you do lose that, it is going to be a bit of a trap to the downside in terms of a dirty little wick there. But I do think you are going to recover from there. I'm very bullish on XRP for the long run here, guys. Very bullish on XRP for the long run, right? But yeah, let me jump back to some more requests there, and let me see if I can get some more done for you guys there. 47 likes, guys. Absolutely amazing. Can we go to 50? Can we do 50 likes? I actually did my most liked stream was this morning, so really, really appreciate that, guys, if you're here from this morning. Crazy, crazy stuff. Actually, 100 likes, so I was absolutely over the moon with that. Absolutely mental. Really, really cool stuff. I think our next up is Lisa there. Let me jump on to VeChain for Lisa there and get her some targets to see where we think the price is going to go from there. VeChain, where's that? It was in my watch list big time. Yeah, there we go. VeChain right now, as I said, same sort of scenario. All the charts pretty much look the same here. Granted, there is a little bit more information on some of them in terms of eradicating higher lows and having that lower swings before having that recovery, which is what we're currently seeing right now. But yeah, in terms of a price target right now, the 21 moving average is coming down, and also you do have this horizontal level of currently acting as resistance here that you do need to get over and see that progression to the upside. If you do get over and see that progression to the upside, it's looking pretty goddamn good, I must say. Looking pretty goddamn good, okay? But then you obviously got this grey box zone, which acts as pretty heavy, dirty, filthy resistance coming through here. So that would be a resistance point I would be inclined to tell you about in a sense, right? Just subbed, great content. Cheers, James. Massive thank you there, bro. Obviously, I'm a new YouTuber. I've only been going. It'll be 4 weeks on Friday, right? 4 weeks on Friday. I did actually hit 350 subs today, so absolutely amazing stuff, guys. Really, really, honestly, I do appreciate all the support. Really, really means a lot here. And yeah, so at this point in time, if we short-term target for yourself there, Lisa, it would be to get over this 21 moving average sat at around that 11 cents and 18. If you can get over that, your next target would be this dirty wiki zone coming through here. That if you do find a level of support at 11.99, look at the progression to the upside from there. Not looking shabby at all. Very good bounce point indeed. So ideally, you want to be over this 21, nice level of support, smash through this horizontal resistance point there, find a level of support on that, and the 55. Then it's looking like you are going to see a nice target of this grey box zone that we've got coming through here. But yes, crazy stuff. Hi from Portugal. Cool, man. Cool, Portugal. That's absolutely crazy. I know UK aren't allowed to travel there anymore. It got taken off the green list. Sucks. I do like Portugal, been there once. Can't remember where I went though, but very nice country, very hot, very hot. Hotter than England at the moment, right? But yeah, nice to see you on the stream there, bro. Yeah, as you can see here, in terms of VeChain right now for Lisa here, we are seeing this this bullish crossover happen pretty imminently. So that's an indication that we are going to see some momentum to the upside here. So yeah, a few things to think about, and a few things to think about, and also we have seen this cycle, this uptrend cycle play out here on the MACD. So we are looking for a new cycle. So it could even be a big spike up to the upside here. So yeah, a few things to think about there. But I would crucially be watching the downward sloping resistance line in terms of support coming through here. Not a problem at all, Lisa. You have a great day. You have a great day out here. And guys, I'm always streaming every single morning, Monday to Friday. So yeah. If you want to sub, you can catch me in the morning for like literally 1 to 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, love doing all that stuff. Let me jump back to some more requests there. I think it was matic next for Ewan, something like that. Let me jump to matic for you there, sir, and do a little predictive TA there. And guys, if you're liking the stream, smash that thumbs up, hit that 60 likes. Crazy stuff, guys, absolutely crazy. And 135 viewers, the most viewers I've ever had on YouTube here. So guys, I really honestly, I do appreciate all the support here. Really does mean a lot here. In terms of what's happening in matic, we did see, obviously, guys, we know that matic saw this insane progression to the upside, progression, the uptrend to the upside coming through here after we saw this insane crypto crash to the downside, right? It was one of the only altcoins here that we saw that insane recovery and nearly setting new all-time highs. So I think matic actually shocked a lot of people, right? Shocked a lot of people there, and that's why that's basically why we're having this consolidation period, this downtrend coming through here, this dirty falling wedge that we got coming through here. I mean, to be honest, I'm not surprised at all after seeing literally, I think it was a 220% pump. Yeah, like a 227% pump there. I'm not surprised we're going to see this consolidationary period. It's not just going to go parabolic and go up forever. As I say, if we're going parabolic, don't FOMO in, you're going to get wrecked. It's as simple as that, guys. So yeah, at this point in time, we're in a falling wedge for matic. We have seen a nice level of support get gauged here. Nice level of support get gauged. One support line sat around that $1.33, which we know that's going to be acting very, very heavily as a level of support. I mean, right now in terms of that upwards momentum, you am I being Luna, please? Come on, Jack, don't spam the chat, bro. I'm just going to have to block ICP. I did ICP earlier and it just goes down. It just goes down. Come on, Jack. No spamming. We've got to be respectable out here. And at this point, I probably might need a mod. Getting crazy stuff here. Absolutely crazy indeed. 73 likes, guys. Absolutely amazing. But yeah, in terms of targets for matic right now, we do have. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Just need a drink of water. We do obviously have these key points of resistance here sat at that $1.51, $1.53, and $1.57. As you can see here. We do have these key points of resistance here. They were acting as these high low points as we were seeing that progression to the upside, but unfortunately, as we have fallen down below them, we're seeing that invalidation come through, which is absolutely crazy because we are going to basically find a heavy level of resistance here. So it's a scary time here for XRP, for matic here. But if we are going to see that progression to the upside, we are going to see basically these horizontal resistance points actually find levels of support. If we can find levels of support there, we're going to be looking at a potential move to the upside, potential breaking out of this falling wedge. And guys, look, we've been in this falling wedge for quite a while. We're pretty goddamn sick of it, right? We're pretty goddamn sick of it. I thought, for me personally, when we saw this consolidation period here for matic, I was thinking, right, okay, yeah, this is going to be it. Then we're going to see the continuation to the upside, right? We're seeing a nice long continuation for a few, I think it was near 4 days or something crazy there. But yeah, we just actually went down after that, obviously blaming a bit of Bitcoin on that, right? So yeah, a few things to think about there. If we are going to move to the upside, I would be looking at a potential long position coming out of this falling wedge here. In terms of a potential trade for that, obviously on speculation of where we're actually going to break in terms of this measure move coming through here, it is going to look something along the lines of that. If we do break and find support on these horizontals, we are going to be looking at a measure move looking along the lines of this here, and that's basically going to bring us up to maybe even a 12% move there for matic, something along the lines of that. So yeah, it could be a potential long position to think about for matic there in terms of the falling wedge. But yeah, in terms of getting to that point, we would be looking for that basically spike up and then that retest on that downward sloping currently resistance line, but it would be acting as support in the future. And obviously we've got to get over that 55 moving average as well to see that trade in a sense play out. Target take profit point sat around that $1.77. Absolutely great stuff there. So yeah, very, very good stuff in there for matic. In terms of short-term targets, it would be to get over these horizontals here. And I can't remember who that was for because the chat is moving so fast here. That was for June, Jun, June. Any advice for RLC for Narania, RLC? Let me see if I can get that up. RLC here. Let me see, RLC. 84 likes, amazing stuff there, guys. Absolutely smashing it. I'm gonna slap a like target on the table right now. We did actually hit 100 likes, which is the most likes I ever hit on any stream ever this morning. So yeah, guys, that's the like target for you guys. If you want to smash that like button, that would mean the world to me in a sense, right? Let's stay on the 4 hourly for now. This is a pretty big downtrend. You're seeing a lot of resistance coming off this downward sloping resistance line coming through here. God, that chat is moving crazy. Yeah, downward sloping resistance line. You can see the momentum coming to the downside from there. Absolutely crazy stuff. So I would be inclined to say we are looking at a pretty big resistance point coming through here. Granted, yes, we have Shiba. Oh, God, no, not Shiba, not Shiba again. Yeah, as you can see, we have seen a lot of momentum to the downside along this downward sloping resistance line coming through here. And we have tested it a few times, so I would be inclined to say we're looking for a break to the upside. But first things first, we need to basically smash through these horizontal resistance points, right? And at this point in time, we have seen a bit of momentum, a bit of support being formed at this $3.72. Your next target here, I can't remember who this is for. I think Narania. I can't read names, guys. I'm pretty dyslexic in that sense. I can trade, but I'm pretty dyslexic. But yeah, $4.31. And this 21 moving average is the next level of resistance that you will be finding there. If you can get above that, it's crucial. You challenge this downward sloping resistance line with a lot of momentum indeed. If you can get above that, then we are looking at a potential pump to the upside there. But yeah, as you can see here, it's pretty bad in terms of a downtrend, right? In terms of a chart pattern, we could be looking at a falling wedge, looking along the lines of this here. Not the healthiest. Ideally, I would have liked another touch to the top side here, and then we would have had a few more touches, a few more confirmation that we are going to see a nice potential measure move coming up here. But yeah, at this point in time, if we were looking for a measure move, if you were inclined to get into a long position coming through here, we'll be looking at something along the lines of this. Obviously, guys, nothing I say is financial advice. It's just my opinions on what I think could happen in the markets here. And yeah, so at this point in time, we would be looking at some sort of measure move to the upside here. And that could be sat around that 13% gain there, if everything lines up perfectly. At this point in time, you are pretty central in the RSI, so it's not really too bad there for yourself. So you do have a lot of breathing space in a sense there to actually see that progression to the upside. So yeah, crucial point to watch would be this horizontal resistance point sat at this $4.31 there. Crazy stuff there in terms of a potential long position there. Obviously, do not go take these longs. What I'm saying is, like, go and do your own research, guys. That's what I'm saying, right? Go do your own research. I'm not your financial advisor. Let me jump back to the chat here. Let me see what's going on. 102 likes, guys. Absolutely amazing. Thank you ever so much. Smash that like target. I'm not going to put another like target on it because I'm insanely grateful with 102 likes. Absolutely amazing, guys. Did RLC there. Let me see. Just going back in the chat. Do Luna. I've got quite a few people requesting Luna there. So let me jump to Luna and do a bit on Luna in terms of some short-term price targets for you guys there. Where is Luna on my watch list? Yeah, as you can see here, we have got this pretty big ascending triangle playing out, right? Pretty big ascending triangle playing out here. I do think the chat is moving really fast. I actually did just do matic there. If you want to rewind a bit and just jump back to matic, you will see my little TA on that for you. And the chat is moving a bit too quick to go do matic again. Thank you so much, Crypto Chester. Not a problem at all, guys. I'm here every single morning, 1 to 2 to 3. Well, I haven't actually done a 4-hour stream yet, but I did a 3-hour stream this morning, so I minimum do like 1 to 2 hours, guys. So if you want to catch up with my content, smash the subscribe button, smash that notification bell. You're never gonna miss one of my uploads. It's as simple as that. Back to Luna right now. As you can see here, we did come down and we did invalidate this higher low. Granted, that's bad. Obviously, that is bad. We're seeing the momentum switch to the downside and looking pretty bad here. But with that being said, we did see that bounce point off this near enough, not quite candle body close here, but the wicks coming down here from this higher low, creating this level of support, horizontal support point at that $5.13 there. Vet, please, for NX. Nice to see you back on the stream here, NX. Absolutely. One of the boys out here. Great to see you back on the stream here, bro. As you can see, the momentum to the upside from this support point, this horizontal support point, is looking very good indeed. Very good indeed. In terms of finding support. But yeah, we have actually just smashed these previous high low points as well. There's another horizontal resistance point which we're currently finding a lovely level of support on. So at this point in time for Luna, it's not looking so bad. I would be inclined to say that we are going to see the progression to the upside, but I would be crucially watching these wicks here. As you can see, we're currently challenging one. As you can see, we came up and currently, let me zoom in a bit for you guys so you can see that a bit better here. So as you can see here, we did come up and we challenged this zone here. Obviously, this bounce point's pretty crucial to find support and to see that progression to the upside, mirroring what's happened before in previous price action. But as you can see here, that is around that $5.83, which we're currently finding a bit of resistance from. But we're in that consolidationary period, whether we are going to dump lower and dump below this wick here and lose the support that we're currently finding off this horizontal support line here at that $5 and 75, $5.75. If we can see that progression to the upside, that's going to be absolutely ideal. Next target for me would be these candle body close zones, and obviously you have got a few wicks there. In terms of a horizontal resistance point, next target for yourselves there on Luna we also have the price action channel coming through here around that $6 mark, right? So yeah, I mean, it's not looking so bad. You're invalidating higher lows as you are progressing in terms of this uptrend, setting these higher lows continuously. Yeah, not looking bad at all. Let's jump to the RSI, see what's going on here. Pretty centered as well, so you've got plenty of subscribed. Thank you very much. It means a lot to me that you have subscribed. Absolutely amazing there. And I look forward to seeing you on the stream again. Narania Yogas. Hopefully I'm saying that right. But yeah, as you can see here, we are pretty central on the RSI as well. So hopefully we've got a bit of breathing space, right? We've got a bit of breathing space, so we can potentially see that progression coming to the upside. Very, very cool stuff indeed there for Luna. And as I was saying, we are in this pretty big ascending triangle indeed, so we could be looking at a potential break either side, obviously not imminently in the future, and then we could be looking at some potential measure moves, potentially looking something along the lines of this, right? That's obviously going to set insane lower lows for the future in terms of a big swing to the downside here. But yeah, that's definitely something to take into account considering we just actually invalidated this high low. So yeah, I wouldn't rule that out, and it does actually correlate perfectly with this volume weighted ATR band. Obviously, that we're going to need some insane crypto crashes to come through for that to happen. And obviously, depending on where we break along this line, this is where the short's going to basically play out, and vice versa for the long for Luna to the upside. And we would be looking at potentially, if obviously we have to come to the upside for that to create that measure move, we would be looking at something along the lines of this. And guys, you're probably like, oh, why are you not doing your measure move like a lot of the other traders out here going like this from the previous biggest uptrend coming through here? Because for me personally, on crypto, it's pretty goddamn greedy, right? It's pretty goddamn greedy, and I like to manage my risk accordingly. I wouldn't be going for a target price of here, because if we look at this in terms of percentages, right, it's just crazy. Like, we're going for literally a 46% trade. For me personally, that's no good. I would be looking for that. I'd be happy with like a 10% trade, right? So yeah, I'd be going for those 10%, and it's more likely for those smaller measure moves to play out, right? So let me jump to what's the next request from you guys there. Let me scroll back up in the chat because it's going crazy. So my Dogecoin, XRP, ANKR, should be ANKR. I don't think I've heard of this before. ANKR. And 122 likes, guys. Absolutely amazing stuff there. Really, really good. Really, really appreciate that. I mean, at this point in time, ANKR it's just going down. I hate to say it, bro. It's just going down. Not looking very good indeed. In terms of like trend lines coming through, we obviously got dominant ones coming through, acting as key levels of support. Let's draw some big trend lines coming through here. Yeah, let's see what we can get going. We do have a bit of a falling wedge pattern coming through here, as you can see here. Not the healthiest thing in the world, I may say, but a falling wedge pattern nonetheless. So yeah, in terms of a target for this, it would be to the top side. If we were going to see this continuation to the upside and invalidating these lower highs continuously. So yeah, I don't know who this was for actually. Let me jump back to the chat, see if I can find them quickly. It's pretty hard to find you guys because the chat is moving so fast. Simon, this is for Simon out here. So yeah, if we were looking for that progression to the upside here, we would firstly be looking at getting over this 21, sat at around that 9 cents there, 9 cents 5.8, right? And obviously that is correlating with a few candle body closes coming through here, as you can see here. In terms of momentum towards the upside, we do have that, so it's key you find a nice level of support on here if you are looking for that progression to the upside. But the good news right now, you have seen you've basically seen this lower high point get eradicated, invalidated, which is great indeed, which is very great indeed in terms of progression to the upside, setting these high low points continuously. So yeah, it's looking like a pretty good uptrend here, sir. Not too bad at all. I would be looking at a target. Short-term target would be this 9 cents and 55 for you there. And as you can see on the last candle here, you did see a bit of resistance playing out there. RSI mode, you're looking pretty stagnant, not a lot going on. You did get to that oversold point, and that's obviously where you've seen this retracement in the price here. So yeah, not so bad at all, right? So looking pretty good for yourself there, sir. I would be looking at a short-term target of this 21 at that $9.55 zone there, right? Let me jump to another one here. Said you're very good, and please stop spamming, guys. He will get rid of you if you're bored. Throw him a like. If you're bored, throw him a like and a share. Yeah, I really appreciate that there, bro. Let me just see for another request in the chat there. Apologies if I'm missing any requests, guys. Obviously, this chat is going far too fast here. I've never had anything like this. 371 viewers, absolutely crazy, guys. Really, really appreciate all the support here. And 135 likes, absolutely crazy, guys. Really, really appreciate you out here. Let me just have a see. Unfortunately, Anil said donating $20. Unfortunately, you can't, bro. Not monetize or any of that stuff yet on YouTube, because obviously I'm a new YouTuber. Yeah, I've only been going literally like maybe 3.5 weeks now. So yeah, I really do appreciate all the support. Let me just see some requests coming through here. Bitcoin analysis. Let me jump to a little Bitcoin, because let's do a little Bitcoin coming in here. As you can see, as I was saying, we have seen this insane pump to the upside, this insane parabolicness to the upside here. So I have said we're looking for that consolidation. We're not looking for that retracement. We don't want that retracement here, because yeah, we just don't want a retracement. We want to keep going up. But in terms of if we do want to keep going up, we need to break this level at 36,600, and then CKB when you can, dude. I'll jump to the T Fuel. A lot of people are saying T Fuel here, so I'll jump onto T Fuel. God, this chat is going absolutely crazy, guys. Really appreciate the support here. But yeah, as you can see here, it's crucial we have a consolidation period to basically validate what we've just seen here for Bitcoin. This measure move that we've just seen for Bitcoin play out. For me personally, I didn't get in this all the way up. I got in after we cleared this 200 moving average here, because I was skeptical about the resistance that we had playing out here, and I got a little 2% in terms of the completion from this head and shoulders pattern that we had basically playing out here. Right, let me get that in for you guys here. Head, right shoulder coming up, something looking along lines of this, right? So yeah, that's the indication that we were going to have a little consolidation, maybe a bit of a rejection at this point here. So yeah, this is why I took my long position here. I made around 2.3% there. So yeah, not so bad at all. At this point in time for Bitcoin, for the short term, I would be looking at a target to get over this 36,600. Not imminent pumps like we just saw before, not the parabolic, I don't want to say dirtiness, but the parabolic insane pumps coming up from there, because obviously if we do see that, we're just going to see steeper rejections, and we don't want that. We want a nice smooth consolidation, let it fizzle out a bit, and then we see the pump to the upside. Very healthy, more healthy chart action. As you can see, we're overextended on the RSI in terms of buying power here, so we do need to basically have a bit of a chill out zone, let this buying power basically come and fizzle out, and get back to this central point coming through here. Guys, if you like the content, smash the subscribe button. I'll be here every single morning, and I'm thinking about doing an evening stream every single day as well, guys. Doubling down on YouTube right here, because obviously, guys, I've got a lot of support coming through here. So yeah, if you want to see more of my content, smash the subscribe button, smash that notification bell. You're never going to miss one of my uploads. It's as simple as that. We've hit 158 likes. Absolutely amazing stuff from you guys out there. Really, really, absolutely crazy. Let me do ZIL for Vipin here, because he's just going crazy and spamming in the chat. And guys, we don't want spammers in the chat here. I know I shouldn't conform to it, but it doesn't look like he's going to stop, right? Come on, bro. Stop the spamming in the chat. Crazy stuff. Chester, you need mods now. Yes, I do, Alexandru. I do need mods now. Let me see what else is next. Holy crap, the YouTube posted well. Yeah, YouTube is crazy right now, bro. Shout out to Bitcoin Beats there. That's my brother. Go check him out on YouTube. He is in the chat. If you want to go follow, if you can follow the link to his chat from the chat, I'm not too sure. ADA is looking like the one that everyone wants right now. So let me do. Yeah, everyone stop spamming. I do want to make. I'm definitely gonna have to get some mods here. Absolutely crazy. I don't think I can do it on this stream here, but yeah, for the future, the mods are going to need to be added, right? Crazy stuff. I'm just going to have some more water, and then I'll be doing a TA on ADA for you guys there. We did want to do T Fuel actually, but the thing, I can just talk about T Fuel because I did actually do quite a bit of tea on it earlier. I don't know the state of it right now, but it was pretty parabolic earlier, so my advice for that wouldn't be to FOMO in. I don't know if it actually corrected from there, but I do know we set a new all-time high there for T Fuel, but I will jump to that in a second there. In terms of ADA right now, we did see us lose this ascending triangle coming through here. We did see us lose that there, so we would be inclined to be moving some of the trend lines around here, just to basically create some next sort of chart pattern coming through. And as you can see, we are looking at some potential for a new bigger ascending triangle playing out here. If that is the case, then it's looking pretty goddamn good indeed. Crucial points for ADA I would be looking at is to, one, get over this 200 moving average, which is obviously a crucial level of support which we're finding here. And if we do find that resistance to the downside, it's not looking to be very good. It's not looking to be very good. It's not looking to be very good indeed. But we do have a bit of a safety net off the high ropes course here, and that is that's sat around that $1.53 to think about. And also we do have these horizontal support points sat at that $1.58 and $1.44 to think about as well. But yeah, crucial target points to the upside right now, it would be to get over this 200, the price action channel, and the 55 at a $1.64 if you are looking for that progression to the upside. With that being said, you're currently challenging these insane wicks to the downside from this essentially a dump, right? This insane wicks to the downside at around that $1.61 there. So yeah, short-term target would be to get over that. The shorter-term target would be to get over that and get a few candle closes at least over that, and then hopefully find a bit more momentum to the upside upside for ADA there. On terms of the RSI, you do have this downward slope and resistance line. I think it might be valid on a better time frame. So if I jump to another time frame and see if we can get some better sort of validation coming through there. Yeah, it is valid on the hourly time frame. As you can see, we are finding a bit of resistance off that as well. So yeah, bro, slow. I can't understand you what you're saying. But okay, I will slow down a bit. That's one of my biggest problems here on the stream. I do speak a bit too fast when I get a bit excited about the chart. But bro, your problem is you're spamming in the chat. Stop spamming in the chat, dude. Yeah, just stop spamming in the chat, guys. You're still spamming, bro. I am slowing down. Slow down on talk. Okay, I am going to slow down for you guys. As you can see, we do have this downward sloping resistance line on the RSI coming through here. And this is obviously acting as a key point of resistance here, something to definitely watch. And we are to the top side of the RSI here, not overextended in terms of buying power here. But so we're talking slow, not overextended in terms of buying power here, but we are likely to see more resistance at the top side of this of the RSI in terms of finding resistance off this downward sloping resistance line, right? So yeah, it is looking like we are going to see resistance coming off this point and potentially come back down central. In terms of what that's going to do to the price here, is potentially going to send us back down to this key horizontal level of support at that $1.58. So yeah, guys, don't be surprised if you get back down to this $1.58. Most likelihood scenario, you have a consolidation period because you've got this 55 coming up as well. And yeah, it's not looking pretty bad, not looking bad at all. And from previous history, right, it does look like you do have a nice little bit of momentum off this line as well. So yeah, I wouldn't count your chickens before the eggs hatch, if that's a saying. Yeah, I would expect you to come down now to this zone here. If you are going to see that insane momentum to the upside, first things first, as I said, you do have to challenge this zone here, find a level of support on that $1.61. If you can get above that, your next target point is that 200 moving average on the 1 hourly. That's the short-term time frame, and also that does correlate with the midterm as well there on the 4 hourly time frame. And what's that? That's 180 likes, guys. That's absolutely crazy. I'm going to set a 200 like target. That's absolutely crazy. I never thought I would be saying that, considering I hit 100 likes for the first time this morning on YouTube. So yeah, I am going to set a 200 like target, and I do really appreciate all you guys' support there. So let me just see. Let me jump into another chat. Thanks. Now better. Not a problem, bro. Tried to cater to my audience. I was going to do T Fuel. T Fuel there for Jazim there for T Fuel. Yes, as I was saying this morning, on this morning's stream here, we did see this insane progression to the upside, and it was looking pretty oversold on the RSI here. I love you, bro, to someone else, okay? AB Lopez, cool. Chester, need mods, I'm up for it. Neelesh, you're an OG, so you were first on the cards, I think, bro. But yeah, good to see you supporting the stream here, bro. Yeah, so as you can see here, we have seen this progression to the upside, this literally parabolicness, which we saw. Let me jump to a bigger time frame and you'll see. Literally, this insane steepness. I don't really probably need to explain this, guys. You guys have been watching this T Fuel. You've been watching this go up like crazy. And as I said on my stream this morning, I was like, right, guys, it was around, where was it? That was 5 a.m. like 9 a.m. around this zone here. I was like, right, guys, come on. I wouldn't be FOMOing now. We're likely to dump, right? We're likely to dump because we did actually clear an all-time high. Yeah, we cleared an all-time high, and I said, look, guys, we cleared an all-time high. We're likely to come back down, test this volume-weighted ATR band here before seeing that another wave to the upside, right? Now it's not looking so bad because we have seen that correction in the price, so I would be inclined to say, yes, we are looking for another target as long as we look another target to the upside, right? Because one, as you can see, we are seeing a nice bit of buying momentum from this volume-weighted ATR band here, and we're not really invalidating these higher low points, right? We're not really invalidating these higher low points. They're just continuing up until we start to invalidate these ones down here at this point here. So around that 55 cent there. ICP just goes down for everyone saying that in the chat there. I can't get it up in a minute and just show everyone. Shibuami, yeah, you're gonna lose, bro. But yeah, Shib's not one to buy. Yeah, Shib's not one to buy. But yeah, anyway, back to Theta Fuel right now. Back to Theta Fuel. Yeah, forgot the name for a sec. Quite overwhelming. How many people on the stream here, guys? But yeah, thank you ever so much for your support. 216 likes. Smash that 200 target. Absolutely crazy stuff, guys. Really, really do appreciate it. You see the smile on my face. Very, very I really, really do appreciate you guys out here. But yeah, in terms of a target to the upside right now, you would be looking at reversing the trend, which you are currently seeing on this volume weighted ATR band in terms of that buying momentum right now. As you can see, we do have a high low here. If you do see us come down to that zone and we do lose this 55 cent, we'll lose this 55 cent, and I think that's the previous all-time high, right? Previous all-time high. If we do lose that, I can see us having a bigger correction and coming down further than that. Then you'd be looking at a target for this point here in terms of a horizontal level of support, that 48 zone. I require an explanation here. What do you think of Shibcoin? Shibcoin it was created so people could hold insane amounts of stuff in their wallets, right, and just feel happy about holding 3 million of a coin. It's not going to do anything, in my opinion. I don't think it's going to go anywhere, so I would not be investing in it anytime soon. I think you do. I hate to say, I don't think I'd ever say this, but you do have better luck with Doge, right? And I hate Doge, right? I could trade Doge pretty easily because the chart patterns play out, but in terms of actually the fundamentals of Doge and how easily it can be manipulated by a couple of tweets, no, not for me, thank you. I'm a TA trader, not a FOMO FUD guy, right? If that makes sense. But yeah, if I can help you guys with that, then absolutely I will, right? Cardano, please, for Charlie. I did do a bit on ADA a minute ago, bro. I will touch back on that for you in a sec, potentially, once I've done a few more. And also I did do matic there for Vodkanov there. Vodkanov sounds Russian. Vodkanov sounds cool name, bro. But yeah, crucial point here for Theta Fuel is not to lose that 55 cent zone. And as you can see, we are seeing that correction rate on the RSI, which isn't so bad, right? It's not so bad. As long as you can come down a little bit, then I can see progression rate for a move to the upside yet again, right? That would be very, very nice to see indeed. Really, really good stuff there for Theta Fuel. Theta Fuel, yeah, it's looking good, looking very good indeed. Right, what is next? Analyze Matic. It just did do Matic. God, there's just so many people, right? So many goddamn people. Let me have a little look here. I want to bring up ICP just for educational purposes, right? And then I'm going to jump to Matic and ADA. That's set in stone now. Matic and ADA after ICP. Let me jump to ADA. ICP on the long term. As you can see, it just goes down. I was going to be expecting a bounce zone at this 91 here, but we didn't. I would now be expecting some resistance to come down even further, right? Next point to challenge in terms of a low point for ICP. For you guys out there who are wanting this, you would be looking at. I would be inclined to say you are going to come up, test this zone here, and then see a swift rejection coming through there, because it's not looking good at all in terms of upwards momentum at all in its history on Binance, right? So yeah, that's ICP done. How can I donate? Unfortunately, you can't donate because I'm not monetized on YouTube yet. But with all the support, guys, I will be getting there. I will be getting there anytime soon. So yeah, that would be great when that can happen, right? VeChain there for NX. I will jump to that. So we'll do ADA quickly. We'll do ADA and then we'll do Matic and then we'll do what was it? VeChain for NX there. As you can see, ADA right now, just discussed a minute ago, we do have an ascending triangle coming up. In terms of a short-term target for ADA, it would be to get over this 200 moving average coming through here. And that's set at around that $1.62. It is crucial you to get over that. But first things first, I would be looking for a 4-hourly candle close above this horizontal level of support at that $1.61 there. So yeah, that's after you close above there, then your next target is this 200 moving average. I mean, if you can get a nice level of support sat around these zones, you see how these wicks come down and you see the buying momentum up from there. If you can see that, see a nice level of support get gained here, you're going to see potentially some buying momentum up from there, right? So that's the ideal scenario for you there, sir, for ADA. In terms of what's happening on the RSI for the ADA, quickly let's jump to the hourly time frame where this correlates a bit more. You do have this downward sloping resistance line. You do have this downward sloping resistance line playing out. And I wouldn't be surprised if you found some resistance off that completely at all, right? It's likely you are to find some resistance off that. So be cautious. I would be watching this zone pretty cautiously on the hourly time frame there for ADA for the indication of whether you are going to break up to that 200 moving average here, or whether you are going to see a bit of a swift rejection coming through here. And now what was it? Stop spamming the chat there, please. Sandro, and if anyone's spamming the chat, they're just going to get blocked from the next stream. It's as simple as that. I'm just going to go back through the chat and block all the spammers, right? Simple as that. So yeah, quick Matic for you guys there. As you can see, let's jump to a bigger time frame, make it more visually appealing there, guys. Guys, if you like the stream, smash that thumbs up button. Can you turn that thumbs up blue? Does it turn blue when you click it? 231 likes, absolutely crazy. Let's put in a target, 250 likes. I never thought I'd ever say that, but yeah, 250 likes on the stream, that would be absolutely amazing, guys. I would really appreciate your support, and I do really appreciate your support here with over 400 viewers. Absolutely crazy stuff here. Right, as you can see, we do have this pretty big falling wedge coming through here for Matic. And as I was saying earlier when I did Matic, we obviously know how well it recovered, right? We know how well it recovered from the insane crypto crash coming through. We know how well it recovered, and Yeah, we nearly actually set a new all-time high, and this what got matic a lot of attention, right? Got matic a lot of attention, and this is why we did have this this consolidationary period, which we're currently having this downtrend coming through, because we need to validate. I think it's like a 220% pump, right? Yeah, near enough 225% pump there. So we do need to validate that, and in order to validate that, we'd either need to come down or consolidate. For me personally, when we're at this live time in matic here, around this zone here, around 30th of May to around the 3rd of June here, when we were all going sideways and stuff, I was like, right, okay, yeah, we're going to validate that. This is basically validating that insane pump to the upside there, and we're going to see a momentum move to the upside here. But no, that did not happen, right? It did not happen, and we've just seen progression to the downside continuously. Granted, we have found a lovely level of support here for matic, and we are looking at progression to the upside from there, which is going to be very good indeed. Short-term targets would be obviously these horizontals that I've got plotted in here in terms of these lower low points, in terms of this downtrend that we've been setting. It would be to firstly eradicate these, and that's sat at around that $1.51. That'd be your first target. Your second target is the $1.53, and as you can see, I would expect a little bit of at least consolidation around that zone. And look, if you do get that momentum to the upside, which we know matic is pretty famous for the momentum to the upside, if we can get it, we would be looking at potential measure move, looking along the lines of this to the upside, like so, right? If we are looking for that, we could be looking at potential long position here for matic, looking something like that in terms of the measure move, right? So around 13% trade there for matic, very nice indeed. And yes, it is correlating with this horizontal level of resistance at that $1.77 that we've got plotted in there as well. So yeah, potential long position. But yeah, key things to think about right now, we do have this downward sloping resistance line on the RSI for matic here. So if we do see that buying power come up, we're likely to see a bit of resistance there. So guys, if you're trading matic right now, prepare for that. Prepare to come up and smash through a lot of these horizontals here, and then see resistance off the top side of this falling wedge before we're seeing that breakout, right? So yeah, crucial thing to watch there for matic. Right, let me get back to this chat. This crazy chat from you guys here. 244 likes, 6 likes away from that 250, right? Crazy stuff. Let me jump to what's the next request? It was VeChain there for NX. Massive shout out to NX there. Hope you're doing well, bro. Absolute OG from the start of the channel. He was there when I had I think I had like 5 subscribers. Absolute crazy stuff. VeChain. I've got this on my watch list anyway. Let me jump to that. Yeah, how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? I haven't asked you that, guys. How are you guys doing? Say how you are in the chat, and I'll see if I can read it at the speed it's going. But yeah, guys, I do this every single morning for 1 to 2 hours. So yeah, if you never want to miss one of my streams, smash that sub button and smash that notification bell. It's as simple as that, guys. And I love all the support. Really do appreciate you guys here. As you can see here for VeChain, we are finding a nice level of support here, and great stuff. We didn't actually invalidate this higher low point here at that 9 cents there, so it is looking like. Where are you from, man? I am from the UK, United Kingdom. What is Luna's story? Stop spamming in the chat, Ravi, or I'm just going to ban you when I finish. It's as simple as that. I don't like banning people at all. I've never actually had to. I've had to ban one person actually, and he kept making accounts, which was really long. But yeah, I will get onto Luna for you there, Ravi. Just stop spamming it. If I say it 3 more times, then I'm not gonna do it. It's as simple as that, bro. Yeah, I see. Wow, you deserve more subs. I really appreciate that, bro. Really means a lot. But yeah, in terms of VeChain right now, this is for NX out here. We are seeing a lovely level of support getting formed here. We didn't invalidate any of these high-low points coming up here, creating these horizontal points from these high-low points coming through here, as you can see on these uptrends here. So yeah, we're looking at the progression to the upside. In terms of short-term targets, we do have these horizontal resistance points. One sat at this 11 cents and 66. So it's crucial you find a level of support there. And then obviously we do have these wicks coming down here. So we do need to find a level of support on this zone here. And if we do, we're looking at that progression to the upside from there, which could be very juicy indeed. But I would be inclined to say we're looking at least some resistance playing out from this grey box zone that I do have plotted in here, and that's sat at around that 12 cents 9. So I would be planning at least for a lovely bit of resistance coming through here. In terms of the RSI, what's happening right now, you can see this downward sloping resistance line we've got playing out. And in terms of the cycle of this downward sloping resistance line, we're nearly at the end of it, right? So I'm from Chester, UK. That's crazy, right? I've never actually been to Chester in the UK. I've always wanted to. I've heard it's actually a really crazy place. But I've heard it's actually really like a beautiful place as well there. And that's for Spiral there in the chat. But yeah, in terms of finding a level of support here for VeChain, it would be along this downward sloping resistance line. And as I was saying earlier, the lower this downward sloping resistance line will get, the more chance we break it and find a level of support on it and progress up to the upside. Because obviously if we are finding resistance continuously downside, then we become oversold, right? And then we see that progression to the upside. So the lower we get down here, the more chances that we see that momentum to the upside form in terms of levels of support, right? Aussie here, Chester. I can understand you perfectly well, but I can tell you're talking very quickly again. I am, bro. I must say, pretty nervous here with like 350 people. It's actually crazy. Really, really do appreciate all the support. 265 likes. Absolutely crazy, guys. Really, really do appreciate all the support. I'll try and slow it down for you there, Philip. I know you can understand, but I know I'm not naive to the fact that English isn't everyone's first language, right? So they obviously find it hard understanding an Englishman. Nick Nunn, bro, tell me the future of XRP. There's a lot of things happening with XRP. Mainly that lawsuit. You want to get over that lawsuit to start off with. What coffee you've been drinking? I actually don't drink coffee. I actually stopped drinking coffee probably a month ago. I'm on tea, traditional English. Take a minute to clean out the chat. I really can't. I can't take a minute to clean out the chat. I mean, I can. If there's anyone else, good to Chester, desperate for the, but otherwise doing good, bro. Yeah, I am desperate for the mods here, guys. Check out the symbol BTC shorts. It shows shorts. Heavy business. I don't honestly, Harry. I don't have time to do that right now, but I definitely will do that in my own time. Bitcoin to the moon. Let me do ZIL because I've seen a lot of people requesting ZIL here. So let me do ZIL. But please VIP in. Don't be spamming that in the chat continuously. And the reason why I didn't do it is because I thought I'd ignore you because you were spamming continuously, right? Let me do a little TA on this for you, sir. It's looking pretty much the same. Same thing coming through here. But let's get some trend lines coming through here. Before we were probably saying something along the lines of this, right? Something along the lines of this in terms of a trend line before. But now, obviously, we do have this obviously level of support being formed here. So I would be inclined to move that down. And I would be also inclined to be drawing something along the lines of this in terms of a symmetrical triangle forming out here. In terms of a short-term target to the upside, good news to start off with, we haven't broke this higher low, so it's not an indication that we are going to have that continuation to the downside here, like a lot of the charts do look like Bitcoin. But obviously we have seen you're going to have 1k subs till tomorrow. You are very good. Thank you very much, bro. I don't think I'm going to have 1k subs tomorrow. I was just really happy with hitting. I think I hit 300 like 2 days ago, so I was absolutely really happy with that, guys. Really do appreciate the support. And guys, I'm here every single morning in England. If you ever want to tune in, 1 to 2 hours, something along the lines of that. And I think I am going to do an evening stream every night as well, because the engagement I'm getting from this is just absolutely crazy. With fast speech, you were covering a lot of things in less time and not boring at all. That's what I'm trying to do. Alienster. Yeah, I'm trying to cover as much information as possible, which is actually really hard when I'm trying to slow down as well. So yeah, I'm really trying to cover as much as possible for you guys out here. But yeah, in terms of what's happening for ZIL right now, in terms of a short-term target, you do have this wick coming down here, which we do need to think about in terms of a level of resistance, right? And as you can see here, we do find resistance off that zone playing out pretty heavily, right? Let me get a horizontal drawn in there for you there. So yeah, that's at that 11 cents and 53. So if you do find a level of support on that, that's going to look pretty good, pretty bullish indeed, I must say, because as you can see in previous history, you do see a nice little pump coming off that. You do see a nice little pump coming off that as well. Another pump coming off that as well. So I would be inclined to say, if you do see a level of support getting formed off here, you are going to find a nice pump to the upside. And that's what we want, right? That's what we want. Natalie Kelland in the chat. Massive shout out to you there. Yeah, doing a great job. Thank you very much. Really do appreciate the compliment there. Yeah, as you can see here, if we do find a nice level of support sitting around that 11 cents and 53, clearing this 21 moving average, which we're currently testing, it would be great to see us progress to the upside from there. And then the next target, of course, would be this 55, correlating with also these dirty wicks to the downside from that massive upwards swing from there, right? So I would be looking at a heavy point of resistance being formed from there. Let's look back in previous history. Yeah, we did actually skirt around that zone for a bit before dumping massively. So yeah, I would be cautious around that zone as well. Before seeing that level of support getting formed off it. But if you do get the level of support there, look, you're seeing the momentum play out very nice indeed to the upside here. So yeah, crucial point would be to get over that zone there to see that momentum play to the top side. And look, we're in a symmetrical triangle now, right? So you need to think about this, guys. If we're in a symmetrical triangle, we could be looking at a potential long position if we do break to the top side here. If we break to the top side, potential long position coming up here, and it is near enough correlating with this level of resistance at that 14 cents there. So yeah, definitely something to consider, obviously depending on where we're going to break along the symmetrical triangle. But yeah, definitely a position to consider there, obviously referencing a few other indicators as well. But we could be looking at 17% there, and I would be inclined to take a nice juicy amount of profit, firstly at this horizontal level of resistance at that 5.95 there, and also at this 200 moving average as well at that 11% there. And come on, guys, a trade 11%, that's pretty goddamn juicy in my opinion, and that's why I swing trade, and I don't really fuck with the scalps. Look at less charts and get bigger trades and bigger gains. Simple as that. And that's obviously if we break to the downside, right? Let's do on the theory that we break to the upside. Let's do on the theory that we break to the downside here. Obviously, that's going to be a bit further on in history, obviously, depending on where we break along the symmetrical triangle here. Granted, if we do get down there, we are going to be invalidating this high low here and also this high low here. So it's not going to be good if we break to the downside because, one, you could get a nice short in, and it could be pretty nice indeed in terms of a 23% trade. But you are going to see the continuation to the downside because you are going to be invalidating these higher low points, right? And you're going to be setting another higher low point here, potentially even smashing through these candle body close lower lows here. Candle body close lower lows here, quite cool wrap there. But yeah, so that would be a crucial point to watch there for ZIL. Let me jump to Oh, I can't get enough of this water tonight. Absolutely crazy stuff, guys. And do appreciate all the support. 282 likes there. Absolutely amazing support there for you guys. That really, really do appreciate it. I think if BTC either falls, either of these coins will take over Sol, EOS, ADA, XRP, and NEO. I'm very bullish on ADA for the future, but I do think in terms of the human race in general, we are quite far away from adopting crypto in terms of blockchain technology, in terms of businesses actually adopting it and finding that support there. So I do think we have got a long way to go, a few years at least, and that's a good time to just accumulate for us early doors, right? Almost 300 likes, go, go, go. Yes, Bitcoin beats in the chat there. Let's set a 300 like target up in here. I'm going to jump onto Cake actually for Jomo vids out there. Let me jump onto Cake. I'm pretty hungry. I could do with some cake. But yeah, as I was saying, I do think the human race we're a little far away. We're a little far away from adopting blockchain technology and stuff. But when it does come into fruition and we do actually adopt it properly, we're going to be the early birds, guys. We're going to be the ones that have been accumulating since day one, and we're going to be making those insane gains, right? Insane gains. So that's why it's just a bit of a huddle game right now, right? But yes, in terms of what's happening here. That would obviously be the low point. That would obviously be the support point being formed here. You could potentially do a trend line coming along the lines of this, right, and eradicating that low point there. But yeah, obviously the dominant low point is the most dominant point for the support line here. But let's just go on the basis here that we are doing it like this for now. And we will be looking at some sort of potential channel coming through like so. Looks like not too bad here for Cake, as we are finding a nice level of support getting played out here, obviously on the midterm time frame. In terms of a short-term target right now, you do have these dirty wicks to the downside here that we do need to get over, right? We do need to get over these wicks here and see that progression to the upside. So your main level of support, and guys, stop spamming the chat, please. Obviously, I don't have any mods here. I have a Bugatti Vectron in my garage. You want a ride? You're going to get blocked, bro, if you keep spamming that. Simple as that. Chester, love you. And Hammy, please respect us, love God, and don't say goddamn a lot. Sorry. But Chester, it will only bless you more. Thank you, the King's coming. I will definitely take that into account. Yeah, I'll definitely take that into account. I do say it quite a bit, and I do apologize if I am insulting your religious beliefs there. But yeah, a crucial point here for Cake is to basically get over this horizontal level of resistance, which we're currently finding, right? Currently finding the resistance, and that is obviously correlating with the 55 moving average as well, right? So if we do find a level of support there, it's looking pretty goddamn bullish indeed. Sorry, I said it. It's looking pretty bullish indeed, because we are going to see that momentum to the upside from there, because obviously that plays out in history, right? So that's not looking bad at all. So that's definitely something we need to take into account in terms of a target. Past that, we would be looking at eradicating this lower high point here. As you can see, lower high, higher high point coming through here in terms of this uptrend, then lower high, lower high. Currently lower high being set if we do see a reversal in the trend here, which isn't good because that obviously means we are going to see the progression to the downside. So we need to start eradicating, invalidating these lower highs coming through here, and then we can be looking at the progression to the upside from there. So yeah, in terms of a longer term target, I would be for starters going to clear this candle body close at that $19.72 there. But yeah, in terms of a short term target, it would be to clear this $18.17 there. Yeah, 300 likes. Woo! Come on. Come on, guys. Appreciate all the support. Found you from Hamilton. Yes, everyone go check out Bitcoin Beats' channel there if you haven't already. Absolutely amazing YouTuber, right? Massive shout out to the brother, as he's been shouting me out for the last few weeks indeed, right? Helping my channel out a lot, guys. But yeah, in terms of this channel coming through here, that's what I was saying in terms of targets, in terms of the short term here. And guys, we're on the 4 hour, so it is going to take a long time for even to come up and test this top side of this channel here for Cake. Let me jump to, hey man, can you show up Theta Fuel chart, please? I don't spam. Yeah, see, Ali's got the right idea. He didn't spam. I have done Theta Fuel before, but I'm going to touch on it because I know a lot of people are pretty, in a sense, FOMO'd into it, right? But yeah, Ali didn't spam. He's got the idea. He's just put one message, and if I see it, you just got to cross your fingers that I'm going to see it, the way this chat's moving, right? And Ravi, I will jump to Luna next, okay? So I'll do Theta Fuel, and then I'm going to go to Luna, right? Yeah, at this moment in time, Theta Fuel for Ali here. Skirt from Bitcoin Beats out here. Yeah, as you can see, Theta Fuel right now, we did see that, obviously, that insane momentum to the upside. It's one of the only altcoins that that are pretty worth something. They're actually doing something at this point in time, actually seeing this insane uptrend. But as I was saying on my morning stream, as I was saying, we are pretty parabolic here, right? We do need to see some sort of correction. Hey, bud, CLV has great volume for market cap. Want to check them out? I will do my best, bro. I'll get to Luna. You made it, bro. You're famous. Kong, an OG on the stream here. Mr. King Kong out here. Nice to see you back on the stream, bro. And yeah, it's actually crazy. 300 viewers. Really, really do appreciate it. And I hit 310 likes, guys. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to set a long-term target, right? I'm going to say 400 likes. I know it's pretty hell of an ambitious target there, but I never thought I'd actually even say that on one of my streams, but yeah, 400 likes, that's the target, guys. Smash that like button if you want to. Yeah, it's up to you. But yeah, in terms of Theta Fuel right now, we are seeing that progression to the upside. But with that being said, I was saying, look, we are seeing that parabolicness. We are seeing that insane buying momentum. And you know what that happens? You see that crash. You see the consolidation period for it to even be healthy. So that's ideally what we want now. And this is ideally what's happened, right? We did see that crash to the downside. Not in terms of percents to the downside from that top wick that we saw there. We're actually down around 11% since we've actually seen the support level be created from this volume weighted ATR band. So at this point in time, it's not so bad. I would be inclined to say if we are going to hold this volume weighted ATR band at this 57 cents there, it's going to be good indeed. But I wouldn't be surprised if we came down and tested the previous all-time high at this 55-cent zone sat back here in previous history, right? But yeah, so I would be inclined to see a bounce point at this zone if we are to come down. And as you can see, guys, come on, we've been going up for a hell of a long time, right? We've been going up for a hell of a long time, so it's likely that we are to come down and literally see a bounce, and then we can talk about progression to the upside from there, right? That'd be very good. And Ivo in the chat there, why are you famous, bro? I've been out for like 5 hours. Yeah, bro. As I said, like 50 people on the stream this morning. It's absolutely insane gains. Very bullish on Crypto Chester. A lot of people were saying earlier, and yeah, if you did trade Crypto Chester, you would have seen insane gains, right? Because this is insane viewers, right? So really appreciate all the support, guys. So what is next on the chart? Luna there, it was for Ravi. That was for Ravi that I do on my watch list here. So let me jump to that quickly. I'm running out of water, which isn't good, guys. And guys, I do this every single morning. If you want to tune in with me every single morning, just hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You're never going to miss one of my uploads. I know, obviously, YouTube are pretty bad with the notifications. So yeah, if you want the instant notification, if you are a big Twitter fan, go follow my Twitter there. Obviously, I'm not promoting my Twitter. I've only got literally like 60 followers. I don't really care that much about Twitter. But I'm doing it for you, right? If you want to see that instant notification for when I am live, Twitter is the place to go for that. But yeah, at this point in time for Luna, as I was saying before, we did, unfortunately, we invalidated this high low point, sat around that $5 there. So yeah, it's not looking very good. ICP just goes down, Vashu there. You're not going to get any gains with that. It's likely to go down a lot further, straight away tell you that. I will do Engine Coin, actually. That sounds good. Who pumped and pimped Chester? I don't know what's happened here, but it's just gone crazy, which is really good to see. 324 likes, absolutely amazing there, guys. But yeah, as you can see here for Luna, we are finding a lovely support to the upside here. In terms of targets that we're looking for, right now, ICP, you're going to get banned, bro. Simple as that. Hide this user. Simple as that. You're the first person I actually banned here for spamming. So, yeah. Not good for you, bro. In terms of a short-term target right now, you are actually seeing that reversal, which sucks. But it's not so bad because your high-low point is all the way down here. So you've got a long way to go before you're seeing that initial major reversal in the trend there. So it's not so bad. You've got a few bounce points in terms of horizontal support points to think about. The next one would be that $5.65 there. Shut off Dutch balls. Interesting from Chuck Boris there. I will fight any man. I will fight any man. Yeah, in terms of target to the downside right now, in terms of a bounce point, which I would be looking for, would be that $5.65 there for Luna. But yeah, I wouldn't be that scared here because obviously you are setting this high point here, and you've got in terms of this uptrend here, and you've got obviously this this high low in terms of this uptrend coming through here to basically validate yourself, basically hold you up a bit longer in a sense, and you do obviously have a little wick coming through here, and a little bit of support coming through there in terms of horizontals coming through. So yeah, there's a few things to take into account there. If you are looking for that progression to the upside here for Luna, one, you are pretty central on the RSI, so you got a long way to go. A long way to go in terms of getting some sort of signification of where we're going to go, creating some sort of pattern from there. So yeah, not so much going on the RSI, but if you are looking for that progression to the upside, I would be inclined to say you're looking for that candle close. You're looking for this reversal to actually happen, and you want to be getting above this 21 moving average coming through here, and also this this $5.85. But first, you want to be challenging the resistance which you're currently forming on this $5.75 zone there. If you can find support on that, next challenge 585, and obviously this is these are all correlated perfectly with these wicks. So if you can get levels of support on them, you are looking at potential progression to the upside. Obviously this zone right here is pretty crucial in terms of progression to the upside here. So yeah, that would be a good target point for you there for Luna. And look, as I'm talking, you're seeing a bit of reversal in the price there. So yeah, positive stuff there. Please faster. Bro, you talk fast, laugh my ass off. I've got so much information to outlay to you guys. I literally got like 50 requests, so that's why I'm talking pretty fast. I can try and slow it down, but literally I just outlay like half the information, which sucks. But if you guys can't hear me very well, then yeah, I will talk a bit slower. Great job, you must be exhausted. Quality stream. Thank you very much for the compliment there, Mr. Kong, sir. Boom. Big up King. The stream exploded. Hey, Skydemex out here. He has been here literally for God knows how long. Absolute OG out here. So massive shout out to Skydemex. I won't forget you, bro. All that stuff going through there. So let me jump to any requests, guys. Oh, it's ENJ next. I think it's Engine Coin. Let me jump to ENJ. Engine Coin. Yep, let me do that for, who was that for there? I do like to call out the people I'm doing. That was for Shivam. I do recognize your name, Shivam. Are you an OG on the stream? I do recognize you. So I do think I've seen you here before. I've seen you before, bro. Probably shouldn't have deleted that trend line coming down, because we could use that. That's something we can use. Yeah, let me jump to the 4 hourly here. And as you can see, we do have this pretty dominant resistance point coming down from the top side here. In terms of a short-term target to the top side, it would be this 21. And then obviously you've got these lower high points coming down here. The next lower high that you are looking at eradicating is that $1.46 to $1.48. In terms of 4 hourly candles here, you've got a little way to go in terms of that upward swing from there. But yeah, as I said, short-term target would be this 21, getting over that $1.37.50 there. Chat's going crazy. 2 minutes silence for the ICP holders. Yeah, I agree. Saying there, 2 minutes silence for the ICP holders. Unlucky, seriously unlucky there. Awful, absolutely awful. But yeah, very very bad chart. Alexandru OG on the chart. Let me jump to CKB for you there soon. Yeah, let's play this at 0.75 speed. It might be worth it. Rob W on the chat there. You're an OG as well, so I'll jump to that as well for you. And that is EOS. So we got EOS and CKB. I'm gonna have to start writing these down. Right, this is crazy. But yeah, in terms of what's happened here for Engine Coin, you have unfortunately invalidated this high-low point because you have come down lower. So that's an indication that we are going to see maybe a bit of a reversal coming down here. And then obviously you do have a crucial point coming down here. Let me get some horizontals in there for you there. Obviously we'll start on this candle body close, and then you do have a few of these wicks coming down here as acting as levels of support. So you need to think about that if you are going to see that reversal in the price, which is expected because you have invalidated this this higher low. So you are inclined to see rejection and basically come down and test this zone here. It's just what happens, bro. So yeah, hello tomorrow, cool name. And yeah, so I would be looking at a bounce off this $1.09 there. In terms of the RSI, it's pretty central right now. Not a lot going on. I can see a bit of a resistance line coming through here, pretty short indeed. So yeah, I would be inclined to say you are going to potentially find a bit of support on that very soon. And when you do find a nice level of support on that, you're looking at progression to the upside, right? So yeah, I did say we were likely to come down, but that's because we invalidated this higher low point here. But as you can see, sometimes you do invalidate these higher lows and then you set a new higher low, right? So we do still have a higher low point here. This one invalidated, that's a no-go. We set a new one here, and then we see that progression to the upside, which is basically what Bitcoin's doing right now, which everyone's throwing their toys out the pram because Bitcoin is, in a sense, doing that right now and smashing through these lower highs, which is really good to see for Bitcoin, right? Very, very, very good to see here. Let me have a look at what was next. Oh, God, what was next? I keep forgetting. It was EOS for Rob, and then Alexandru there. I'll jump to that. EOS for Rob. I don't know what music I've got in my ears. It's dreadful. I'm out of water nearly, so I'm going to be wrapping up the stream, guys, pretty shortly. Indeed, I'm out of water, and I can't really do a stream without water. So yeah, pretty peak. I might actually go for a break, guys. I might go for a little break, get some water, maybe a 2-minute break, and then come back onto the stream for you guys, because obviously this is the biggest stream I've ever had, the most support I've ever had. So I do really, really appreciate it, and I do want to stay on as long as possible for you guys here. But I will be streaming in the morning for any of you guys that have to run away actually at this point. EOS right now. Yeah, we are seeing this curl over happen pretty dominantly. If we are going to see the resistance playing off this downward sloping resistance line coming through here, I would be inclined to say a rejection from that $5.55 here. And then probably riding that wave down. You've got a level of support sat at that $4.95, and also a level of support at that $4.71. So yeah, a few things to think about in terms of maybe potentially a consolidation point here. But yeah, ideally what you want to see your the momentum continue to the upside here. You want to be challenging this lower high point here, sat at this $5.90. If you are looking for that progression to the upside, if you are looking for the progression to the downside, if you're in a short by any chance, yeah, I would be inclined to say you are looking for this zone down here. I hate to say you are looking for this zone down here around that $3.98. Yeah, it's looking pretty dim indeed, continuously setting these lower highs. So yeah, I would be inclined to say you are going to have that continuation to the downside, and you are likely to see some resistance playing off here. Yep, central on the RSI as well, so not too bad. But yeah, that basically gives you room to go up, room to go down before you get overextended or overbought there. So yeah, a few things to think about for EOS there, and that is for Rob, I think it was. Yeah, for Rob W, EOS there. And who was next? It was CKB for Alexandru there. A lot of hodlers in the chat there. Would you mind doing so? Adam, I will do so after the break. Okay, I'm going to jump for a quick break, and then I will do so. Sorry, it was CKB, was it? CKB? I think it was CKB there for Alexandru. Yeah, CKB. As you can see, CKB, we do have this pretty dominant level of support to the upside here. Pretty dominant level of support to the upside here, and as you can see, we are currently breaking this 200 moving average, which is very nice to see indeed. And we have actually come up and we had a little test of this lower high point coming through here. So yeah, it's not so bad, but as you can see, we are seeing pretty dominant resistance from this point here. So yeah, crazy stuff here. I mean, ideally, you want a candle close above this horizontal support point at that 19 cents 34 there. If you can get a nice candle close above that, I would be inclined to say you're looking like you are going to come up and challenge this zone again. That's the ideal scenario for here. Worst case scenario, you see that swift rejection play out. You got the 55 in terms of a level of support, and you got your high low point coming down here in terms of a target at that 18 cents. And obviously these horizontal support points at 18 cents 38 and 17 cents 39 to think about as well in terms of what I think is actually happening right now. Because of this rejection that you're seeing right now, hopefully you get a candle close, and hopefully you see the momentum. Maybe potentially a consolidation zone coming through here, obviously validating this pump that you've had here. So yeah, obviously if you have a pump like this, it's pretty big indeed. If you have a pump like this, you are going to need some sort of consolidation. Otherwise, you are going to see a pretty big crash off, as we've seen in previous charts. Like a good example is Matic. What Matic is doing right now, that pumped up like 230% after that crypto crash there, and we're obviously seeing that downward swing there for Matic. I'm gonna jump for a quick break, guys. I'm gonna jump for a quick break now, and then I'm gonna jump back to your requests. So get your requests in the chat now, guys, and I'll see you after the break. Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester. If you have just joined, I'm running you through the crypto markets today. Let me get some requests in the chat there. First thing I'm seeing is from Steven. Let's jump to Dot. Let's jump to Dot right now. I'm going to jump to Dot for you there, Steven. Guys, if you're liking the stream, smash that thumbs up, turn that thumbs up blue. Let's set a target right now, 350 likes. That'd be absolutely amazing if we can get to that. That'd be absolutely amazing. Obviously, very, very overwhelming for me here. But yeah, very, very amazing if we could get to that 350 likes. I believe in you guys. We can do it. As you can see here, we do have this rising wedge coming up from Dot here. And we did break that to the downside, right? We did break that to the downside. So I would be inclined to be moving this trend line probably along the lines of this, right? Probably moving up along the lines of this as well, and then we can basically see this this channel, this pretty attractive channel playing out here. Very, very attractive indeed. We are looking at looking at it like so, and we've got a lot of touches to the bottom side here, to the top side here. So there's a bit of confirmation. Ideally, I would have liked another one to the bottom side here, but no, we didn't get it. Obviously, we didn't get it. But now we can get sort of gauge to a potential measure move, potential position we could be looking at here. At this point in time for Dot, we're currently sat around that $22.63 there zone, and we're looking at basically finding a nice level of support on this 21 moving average. Ideally, we can find support on that and see the progression to the upside. If we can see that, the next shorter term target I would be inclined to say is this 55 moving average, correlating with a lot of the wicks and this consolidation period, and this obviously this pretty dominant level of support that we've got coming through here. But be aware of that $23.70 zone there for who was that for? That was for Steven. Be aware of that $23.70 zone, because obviously you can see a bit of resistance quite heavy playing off this zone coming through here. So we do need to take into account, if we do come up and test, there is a little bit of chance you're going to find resistance off that zone, sir. So ideally you want to find a nice level of support there, and then the progression to the upside from there. Okay, definitely something to take into account. Now let's go on the basis that we progress massively to the upside and we see a nice $29 dot in the future there, and this uptrend of this rising channel just continues, and that's going to be absolutely lovely if it does. But yeah, we would be looking at some sort of potential measure move, looking potentially along the lines of this, right? If we move that to the top side here, this could be a potential long trade for the future to think about for you there, Stephen. As you can see, we are this measure move to the upside here in terms of a percent for this trade, which we could be looking at is around 30% trade there for Dot. And look, we're nowhere near any all-time highs or anything like that. So yeah, that would be amazing for Dot if we could see that. Obviously, it's all on speculation whether we can get to the top side of this rising channel that we got coming through here. If we don't, if we actually see the resistance play off this zone, as I was just saying a minute ago, the resistance play off this zone, we're likely to come down, and firstly we'll test this horizontal at the $21.70, and then also we've got a little bit of a safety net playing out here in terms of this upward sloping support line coming down from this lower point candle body close here. So yeah, we're looking at a nice level of support playing out here. If we do get a bounce point, that's going to be ideal. If we do, let's go on the speculation that we don't and we actually lose that, right? We could be looking at a potential short position, right? Potential short position would be looking something along the lines of this. If we basically break along the zone, right, or depending on obviously where we're going to break along the zone, is where this position will be played out, and that's obviously going to be a short position, and it does correlate pretty well with this volume weighted ATR band, which is having a nice little curl over. I would expect something along the lines of that. And yeah, that's a pretty good gauge for a bottom sort of zone there in terms of a bottom for the price, right? So yeah, that would be correlating perfectly with that measure move to the downside. But we do need to obviously think about take profits all the way along the way, right? All the way along the way, because if we do see a reversal, if we do see levels of support, we do see Bitcoin pumped to the absolute moon. We're going to see Dot obviously follow it, because Bitcoin obviously does all that. Everything follows Bitcoin. We all know that, right? So yeah, imagine we lost it here, right? And we would be looking at firstly, take profit around this $20.34, another take profit at that $19.75, another take profit at the $18.57, and then potentially maybe even a closure trade at this zone here, obviously depending on the momentum to the upside when we're at that price point there. So a little bit of education there for you there, Stephen, on Dot. So yeah, hopefully I gave you a good insight there. Let me see some requests coming through. To the moon, vet to the moon. I agree, Marcus. Let me just see. Solana for Adam. I did say I would do that, so I'm going to jump to Solana there for Adam. Solana, baby. I don't know why every time I look at feel Solana, it makes me feel like I'm in like Hawaii or something. So I say baby after it. Baby. Solana, baby. So yeah, as you can see here, and we do this upwards sloping support line coming through, pretty dominant indeed. And we did actually see that wick come down and the bounce come up in terms of that V-shaped recovery, very solid indeed. And we are seeing resistance getting played out off this horizontal resistance point of that 43,073. They're pretty strong, I must say. If we're looking at previous history, looking at around that look at that pretty big dumpy there. So I would be inclined to say we are going to see this reversal in the price, as we did fail to see this new higher high point get formed in terms of what's happening here. Oh goodness me. BTC, bro. Yeah, let me jump to BTC in a second. It is dumping by the looks of it right now. Yeah, we are having that retracement. We are seeing that reversal in terms of the price on the short term here from that 36,600 resistance point coming down. I would be inclined to say a little bounce point from that 35,653. In terms of the long term right now, we do have a potential short position if we do lose this descending triangle coming through here, potential short position, but obviously we do need to lose this descending triangle, and we could be waiting a day or so to do that if we are seeing this progression to the downside, if we are seeing this resistance out here. But we did see that head and shoulders pattern play out pretty dominantly today, actually. Here we go, head and shoulders pattern play out pretty dominantly today, as you can see here. Head, shoulder, head, another right shoulder coming up here. So yeah, head and shoulders pattern played out pretty brilliantly, and now we're seeing this swift rejection to the downside from here. I would be expecting at least some resistance playing out here from the 200. But yeah, let me jump back to Solana for Adam there, and then we'll get to Bitcoin in a bit, right? We'll get to Bitcoin in a bit. Obviously, we do have this top side of this. We do have a rising wedge playing out here for you here, Adam. Rising wedge playing out here for you here, Adam. I would be inclined to say if we do find a nice level of support in this 21, we could be seeing a reversal in the price, because obviously this trend is looking pretty goddamn good, I must say. Granted, we have near enough invalidated this higher low point that we've got coming through here. If I can get rid of that for a second, if we have invalidated this higher low point coming through here. But yeah, not so bad, because obviously you see the buying momentum up from that. So yeah, I would be inclined to say if we do get down to this zone again, we do obviously have this level of support coming through at around that $36.32 there in terms of a bounce point, which is what we would be potentially looking for, right? So yeah, good point in terms of a resistance point. In terms of a support point to think about there. Let's go on the basis that we lose it, right? Let's go on the basis that we lose it all. We lose this falling wedge, rising wedge that we got coming through here. Obviously, depending on where we're going to lose it here. And we would be looking at a potential short position here, and that is going to look something along the lines of this, and that's basically going to correlate pretty much with these high low points coming down here in terms of a test, and that's going to be like a 25% short. So pretty cool stuff. Solana raised over 315 mil. That is insane. Very insane stuff. Very, very insane stuff here. That's probably what you're seeing in terms of this uptrend playing out here. Very, very nice stuff for Solana. But yeah, not so bad at all. In terms of short-term targets for Solana, I would be looking at holding this 21 if we were looking for that progression. If we do see that, so do see these high points being played out, that's going to be looking very lovely indeed. But we do have this this pretty crucial lower high, right? This pretty crucial lower high. Obviously, this crypto crash coming through here. This is very, very crucial on all of the time frames for you guys to look out for on all of the charts, right? All the charts. We did see this first initial retracement from the first crash that we saw, right? So yeah, we do have this this lower high being set here. So we do need to basically take into account of a heavy point of resistance being formed from that. As you can see, pretty dominant resistance, horizontal resistance lines coming through here. So I would expect some resistance at least from that as well, right? So yeah, a few things to think about. If we were to see the progression to the upside and we were to break out of this rising wedge, I would be inclined to say a potential long position is in the air. It's in the air. And we could be looking at seeing, I think that's the all-time high there for Solana. As far as I'm aware, let me jump to the daily. Yeah, it is the all-time high for Solana there, so I would be inclined to say we could be looking at an all-time high test if we are looking for that momentum to resume. We're looking for the momentum to resume to the top side of this rising wedge here. In terms of price in terms of a percent target for that trade, it's like a 24% trade in terms of a nice swing long position to think about there. Let's see what the RSI is doing right now. That's looking pretty horrendous. Let me jump to the hourly and see if we can get a better gauge for that. Yeah, we got this downward sloping resistance line being heavily respected on the hourly, and obviously we are testing that pretty crucially at the moment. So it is ideal that we find a level of support on this and see that progression to the upside. If we don't, I would be inclined to say we're looking at a bit of a dump coming through. And in terms of how that is going to affect the price action here, it would be if we do see that dump coming down, it is going to be literally, we're going to lose the 55. We're going to lose these crucial levels of support at this $40.51 there, and also this we could be looking at a potential bounce point from this 38 if we do get to that oversold point on the RSI. So yeah, a few things to think about there in terms of Solana. But yeah, in terms of targets right now, it would be to hold these major moving averages and hold this $40.55 there. Yeah, guys, nothing I say is financial advice. Like Marcus said, educate yourself before you invest anything, right? Into anything, right? Educate yourself, because but yeah, not a problem at all, Adam. Not a problem at all, sir. Let me jump to VeChain there for Jason Moya. Let me jump to VeChain for Jason, and also I did see To The Moon a minute ago. let me jump to that for you there. Is it right time to buy ICP? Bro, ICP, is that Kidney Man? Is that Kidney Man? I think it might be Kidney Man. Yes, it's a good time to buy ICP. Let me just bring up the ICP chart, right? Let me bring it up. Don't want to start an argument or anything. ICP, Harry, I'm going to look at that on my own personal time and to get a bit more of a gauge, because I haven't really looked at that personally, but I will be looking at that. We'll be looking at it in my own time. So on the next stream, definitely I will jump onto that for you there, bro. ICP right now. That's the daily. Let's go to the 12-hour, right? As you can see, if we were looking for the progression to the upside, it would have been here. We would have been looking for a bounce at around that 91. But at this point in time, we've just seen we're just going down. We're just going down. We're not invalidating lower highs continuously. It's not looking good at all. So in terms of how low ICP can go, there's no limit, right? There's no limit, and this is probably the worst time to buy, right? Granted, it is really low. I don't know the fundamentals of it. If you guys know the fundamentals, throw that information in the chat. Educate everyone in here, because that's why we're here, right? To help each other with making money. We're here to make money. So yeah, I wouldn't be inclined to buy now. Not with this chart, right? Look at it. Look at it. It just goes down. There's no inclination that it's even going to go up at all. We did see a little pump to the top side here, but yeah, resistance getting formed. Just straight down again, smashing through these crucial levels of support coming through here. So yeah. Not good. Not good at all. I would not be buying ICP now. It just goes down. What is next? What is next? Guys, if you're liking the stream, smash that thumbs up. Yeah, 357 likes. Absolutely amazing stuff there, guys. It was VeChain for Jason, wasn't it? VeChain for Jason. And yeah, get your requests in the chat, guys, and I'll jump to them afterwards. Yeah, VeChain for Jason. Get your vet jets ready. Get your vet jets ready. Crucial point for VeChain right now. Let me jump to the 4-hourly, get a better gauge there for you guys. We are currently testing this 21 moving average. It is crucial that we do get over this horizontal level of resistance, currently at 11 cents and 66, because as you can see, we do see pretty big resistance played out from that zone. But also, with that being said, if we can get over this zone, that $11 that would be a very nice VeChain, $11, 11 cents and 99 there. We would be looking at a nice progression to the upside from there if we find a level of support coming through here. As you can see, played out in previous history. Very, very nice in terms of a nice pump. So that'd be ideal. I'm not going to say that we're not going to find resistance off this grey box zone yet again, as we have there continuously. So yeah, a few things to think about there for VeChain before we actually blast to the moon. When we buy Bitcoin, I can't tell you when to buy Bitcoin, I'm afraid. Yeah, I can't tell you when to buy Bitcoin. It's financial advice, and I can't be doing that. But I would be inclined to say, if I was going to say anything, not that, I'm going to be buying more Bitcoin at 30k. Simple as that. I do have an indicator that actually plots in. Let me see. See this volume weighted ATR band coming through here. As you can see, we saw this bounce point coming up through here. Crazy stuff. So yeah, it's basically ideal that we see the progression coming up through there. And look, if we'd have got in that long position at this zone here, we would have seen a lovely, juicy bit of cash. We'd have seen a juicy bit of cash there. Lars, look at BCC. Let me do VeChain for who was it? Was it Mark? Jason. It was Jason. Let's do VeChain for Jason here. In terms of short-term targets, Jason, as I was just saying, we're doing to get over this zone here, and if we can get a nice level of support on this 11 cents and 99 there, then we're looking at insane progression to the upside from there, potentially getting some resistance played out at that 12 cents and 98 there. But yeah, not looking so bad for VeChain, considering you have just challenged this this lower high point coming through here in terms of this wick, and you beat it, bro. You actually smashed it. Only a little bit, but you did smash it, so that's very, very good indeed. So that's it basically means it's an inclination that you are going to see the progression to the upside. And obviously, with this uptrend that we've got forming here, we're setting these high lows continuously, so it is looking very, very good indeed in terms of having that continuation to the upside. But obviously, we need a bit of consolidation to validate these pumps coming up. Otherwise, we could be seeing coming out and then that insane crash to the downside, which we don't want, right? We want a nice, healthy uptrend. We don't want parabolicness that causes insane dumps to the downside after we go parabolic. We don't want that, right? We want nice gradual uptrends, and then we want to be smashing these crucial lower high zones on this previous pump, which is what I was explaining to from before. Very, very crucial here. We do smash that zone there. If we can get above that, that's going to be, I can just see stupid gains happening for VeChain. But yeah, very, very good stuff as well. And they've got some very good fundamental stuff going on in terms of their partnerships and stuff like that. So yeah, do some research on VeChain if you want to learn more about that. Simple as that, guys. Yeah, let me have a little look. Thanks for doing vet. Not a problem at all. Hopefully I've helped. What's your most recent position, or are you in one? Currently not in any positions. I did make 2.3%, 2.35% on the most recent Bitcoin pump, and that was as we cleared this 200 moving average here, just because we had this head and shoulders pattern playing out here, and I was looking to the top side of that. Granted, on my stream this morning, I was saying I don't think we're going to be playing out this head and shoulders. Bro, say something about ADA. I will probably get onto that in a second, bro. I actually haven't done Theta yet for Benjamin, so I will jump on that in a sec as well for you there, bro. Yeah, I was potentially looking at resistance coming down from this point here and not seeing that completion of the head and shoulders pattern on this morning stream. But when I saw us smashing it, we smashed this up in literally like the space of like half an hour. It was absolutely crazy. Don't know if you guys were watching that, but yeah, I saw. Look, we've cleared that 21. Sorry, we cleared the 200 moving average there. That's like a little scalp position we could get into there. So yeah, I got up and I took profit at the top of the head and shoulders. Made a lovely. I think it was at 2.35% there, around that point there. It wasn't 3%. It was around that point there, yeah. So it was around, yeah, probably gotten a little bit later. Yes, yeah, around 2.3%. Not too bad at all. And that was my most recent position. And currently, I'm not in any positions as of yet. And I'm not. Congrats, 500 subs. I'm on 500 subs. That's absolutely insane. Thanks very much, guys. Really, really means the world. Considering I only hit like 300 yesterday. Crazy, crazy stuff. But yeah, what was next? It was Theta in the chat for Benjamin. Benjamin there. Theta. Dun, dun, dun. What's it? 369 likes. Guys, we smashed that 350 target. Amazing stuff. Absolutely amazing. I really, really do appreciate all you guys, considering I am a new YouTuber. And I'm still trying to actually work on my like streaming quality. And because it is pretty nerve-wracking jumping on camera and coming online, right? I didn't realize how nerve-wracking it would actually be. But yeah, so I'm still trying to work on that and work on my nerves and stuff. But yeah, guys, you're really helping me out in terms of the support and stuff. Love from India. Love from the UK to India, bro. I'm out here, international. Very cool stuff happening indeed. In terms of Theta right now, it's not looking bad. Obviously, this insane pump that we had coming up from here, not looking bad to do. Obviously, we have found that resistance point continuously off the top side of this channel that we got forming in here. But yeah, it's not looking bad in terms of the progression to the upside. Granted, what I would like to see here is a break of this in a sense lower high. Yeah, this lower high point coming through here. I would like to see a break of that, because we broke this previous lower high. So ideally, to see this trend actually have that complete reversal, it would be nice to see the break of this lower high to invalidate that, and then see that progression to the upside. And then we can talk about the idea of touching the top side of this rising price channel coming in through here. But yeah, before that, we need to think about getting this 4-hourly candle close above this 21 moving average, because at this point in time, we're flirting with the idea of testing the support of it, right? And we don't want to be testing the support of it. We want to see the progression to the upside, seeing this just keep on going up, right? And then potentially seeing some sort of consolidation period around this horizontal level of resistance sat at that 98.2 there, sorry, $9.82 there. That obviously is pretty crucial, as we can see played out in history, right? In terms of the RSI right now for Theta token, let me have a little look. We're very central. We're pretty central indeed. So that's an inclination that we don't really know where we're going to go, in a sense, in terms of referencing the RSI. Brilliant stream. Thank you. Cheers, Mark. Means a lot. You're doing great, bro. Keep it up. The good work. Cheers, guys. Really, really does mean a lot to me there. 203 viewers. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane, bro. So yeah, I appreciate all you guys so much. Yeah, 373 likes. Pfft. Blown away, absolutely blown away, guys. But yeah, so in terms of the RSI right now, we're pretty central. If we do get to that overextended point, then we can be looking at a sell-off happening there, and vice versa to the downside, a buyback happening there if we do get to the oversold point. When have you started trading? I've only been trading a year and a half, bro. I've only been trading a year and a half, very honest about that. I know a lot of traders on here, they're like, I've been trading 10 years. But for me, personally, I've been trading a year and a half, but I have studied my absolute arse off. Like, the first 6 months, I was looking at a chart every single day for literally an hour. Because I know when you're first getting into trading, it's pretty daunting looking at a chart continuously, because you don't have a clue what any of it means. But yeah, I did study it every single day to actually get to the level of where I am to become a successful trader, and in a sense quit my job, right? So yeah, I do this full time now, and I really, really do enjoy it, and it's a passion of mine now, and it's amazing. So yeah, the key thing for learning trading, if you are a brand new trader out here, is just self-discipline. If you're not looking at a chart for every day for 1 hour, you're not going to pick it up. Because if you've got to study something for, they say 10,000 hours to master it, right? So yeah, aim for a target or something along the lines of that, but just keep looking at a chart continuously, keep practicing your TA, and you will get to that level. Came here from your bro. Nice work. Nice to see you on the stream there, Ken. Shout out to Bitcoin Beats yet again, guys. If you back at it again, Lethal Mind on there, absolute OG. Smash the like, says Law. Cheers for that, Law. Where would we find support, BTC? The trend line. Let me have a look there for you, Toy Wolf. Toy Wolf, I think you are might be an OG there. You might be a bit of an OG. I saw you on the stream a few days ago when I was having around that 20 view mark. So yeah, I really do appreciate that, guys. I really do appreciate you coming back to the stream there, Toy Wolf. Let me just have some water here. So you're saying, where would we find support on BTC? On the 1 hourly time frame right now, I would be looking at a bounce point on this 200 moving average just to start off with. If we lose that, then we do have this grey box zone to think about, right? And let me go back in history for this grey box zone. As you can see, we do wick down to it quite a bit, and we see the momentum change to the upside, right? We can see the momentum change to the upside continuously. So that's an inclination. An inclination. I really need to check if that is an actual word, but if it is, I do like using it. And it's we do have an inclination that we are going to see the progression to the upside from this point. So yeah, potential bounce point at this zone here, sat at around that 35,362 for you there. But obviously, first point of contact is going to be that 35,608 zone there. What good buy zones on BT? I can't really tell you. 400 likes says NX. That'd be amazing, guys. I can't really tell you good buy zones for BTC there because that's financial advice, and you're probably going to sue me. So yeah, I'm not a financial advisor, guys. I'm here for educational purposes only. But yeah, good buy zones. Look at horizontals as supports. And just start with that if you're a new trader for yourself, right? In terms of TA, ICP is funder. I haven't done any fundamental research on ICP, but yeah, in terms of the chart, it does look pretty bad. Let me do what's next? RIP ETH, RIP Dogecoin says Mork Q. RIP Dogecoin, I do think in the future, but we won't get into that. OGN, I'm going to do for Manvith there. I do remember Manvith on the stream before, so a shout out to you, bro, for coming back onto the stream, and I do appreciate all that support. Origin Protocol, this is in my portfolio. Definitely, it is. Definitely in my portfolio here. I do believe in this altcoin itself. Do some research if you want to learn more about this. But yeah, insane gains to be had with this, in my opinion, right? Obviously, I'm not promoting their coin, but yeah, insane gains to be had with this. In terms of downward sloping resistance line, that's a pretty obvious one coming through here. As you can see, we are seeing that resistance continuously from that point there. So yeah, in terms of support point, we have got another one coming through here. So that, in a sense, creates a falling wedge pattern, right? Falling wedge pattern. So we would be looking at potentially coming to the upside for now, as we see in this trend reverse, and we see in the nice level of support getting formed here from this downwards sloping support line that we got coming through here, and also we do have a lovely juicy support horizontal at that 78 cents there as well, right? Currently testing this 200 sorry, not this 200, this 21 moving average here, currently testing that, and I hate to say it, we did find a pretty big juicy amount of resistance off that. Ideally, we want to see that progression to the upside from here, but it's not the end of the world, right? Because we have invalidated some of these lower high points coming through here. I don't know if we quite got to that point. I think we actually found resistance off that point there, maybe just touching just over it, maybe by half a cent or so, something along the lines of that, right? So yeah, I would be inclined to say if we do lose this this high low point here in terms of this uptrend, I would please tell ICP go up or not. At this point in time, ICP looks like it's just going to keep going down, right? The chart is just down. But yeah, at this point in time right now for OGN, we are looking at if we are looking at progression to the downside of resistance really playing out from this 21 moving average, I would see a target point in terms of a bounce at this high low point at that 80 cents there. But ideally, you don't want to get down there. You want to see a candle close above that. And then on the next candle, you can decide whether you're going to challenge this 21 moving average again. But for now, yeah, target point not to get to is that 80 cents there. Now, if we are going to see that nice progression to the upside, there is a potential trade here because we do have, this this falling wedge pattern, right? This falling wedge pattern, if we are to break to the upside, it's probably going to look something like this. Obviously, if we do see that price action get to that zone there, and obviously depending on where we're going to break along this trend line to the top side of this falling wedge coming through here, we're going to be looking at maybe around a 13% trade there, guys. And this is why I do swing trading, because we're getting those bigger gains, right? Those bigger gains are not looking at 100 charts a day, placing 20 trades a day, looking for those literally 1% scalps there. For me, that's a lot of work when I can just do a pretty good TA on just finding a swing trade like so and getting that 13% gain there for when they play out. And I found you make more money doing those swings than the scalpy sort of crap. Litecoin younger brother of BTC, so wait for the dip in BTC. Interesting standpoint there from Amit there. Very interesting standpoint. Yeah, so yeah, that would be the trade to the upside for OGN there, around 13%. And yeah, this is on Binance as well, guys. I didn't think it was for a second. It's on Binance. But yeah, so if we are going to break to the top side, it would be around that zone there. We would be looking for a potential trade to the upside there. But if not, we could potentially break to the downside, right? Because obviously we have invalidated this this high low point here that we did set when we came up here. But on the good news, we do have another high low point here. So in terms of a downwards target, we could be looking at something along the lines of this, right? Around that 64 cent zone. And let's do a measure move. And just from looking at it, with BDIs and stuff, it does look like we are going to potentially correlate with that zone. Near enough correlated with that zone pretty perfectly. We are definitely correlating with a bounce point coming through here in terms of this wick to the downside, right? So yeah, we are looking at potential measurement to the downside of the short position if we do leave this falling wedge to the downside here. So yeah, it's definitely something to consider there, guys. Obviously, nothing I say is financial advice. It's just an educational standpoint on potential position to educate yourself on. Do your own research, right? So yeah, potential 23% there, and obviously on the RSI right now we're pretty central, so that gives us bit of leeway to go either way, right? Bit of leeway to go either way. But yeah, as I'm talking, we are dumping and we are looking like we are potentially going to come down and test this 80 cent zone. So yeah, that's OGN done for you there. Who was that for? OGN done for Manvith there, and now it's for ADA for I'm going to try and say this. I hope I don't say it wrong. Bahashan Kumar. Hopefully that's right. ADA there. Let's jump to ADA. ADA, crucial ascending triangle that we're coming through here. We have tested the top zone of this ascending triangle continuously. We would be looking at continuing this momentum. Next challenge point in terms of a longer term target would be this lower high point here at that $1.72. That would be the next point to think about, because as you can see, in terms of these horizontal levels of support, we've just smashed through them, right? We smashed through them with quite a bit of momentum, and it's looking pretty good indeed. Granted, we have seen that reversal in the price right now. That's obviously probably due to what's happening with Bitcoin here. So yeah, it's definitely something to think about. If we are going to see the potential for the momentum to continue to the upside here, then it's going to look very good indeed. Don't be spamming the ship coin, especially not. And you're blocked. Simple as that. No ship coin here. Thank you. You're not going to make money on SHIB, simple as that. Yeah, so in terms of ADA, I would be looking at coming up to the top side of this ascending triangle. That would be very nice to see for ADA. But as I said, firstly, we do need to get over these targets. And I hate to say it, this 55 and the 200 are looking like we're going to see a potential little death cross coming through, which we don't really want to see, because that probably initiate that we are going to see some sort of price action come down, maybe around this sort of zone here, potentially tapping these horizontal support points around that $1.58 before seeing that progression to the upside. But yeah, guys, we can't be greedy. Look at that progression we've had to the upside for ADA recently. So we need to take into account we either need some sort of consolidation or we need some sort of pullback and then another sort of wave up, right? But yeah, as I said, in terms of a long-term target, we need to invalidate this lower high point sat around that $1.72. Pretty much ADA summed up for you there. We do have a downward sloping resistance line coming through. I think it's better on the hourly time frame if we jump to that. Let's jump to the hourly time frame for you hourly junkies out there. Downward sloping resistance line playing out here, and as you can see, we have seen pretty heavy levels of resistance playing out. Right, 379 likes, guys, absolutely amazing. I do have a target for 400 likes, guys. That's your target out there. It would be amazing if we can hit that. I would really appreciate that. Does the thumbs up turn blue when you touch it? Maybe. Yeah, as you can see here, we are seeing that resistance from that point there. So that's an inclination. Sir BTG. Let me jump onto BTG there for Mustafa. If you stop spamming, sir. If you're spamming, then it's not good. I bought 88 at $2. Sad. Oh, bro, pick. Yeah, I think a lot of people bought a lot of cryptos pretty high up here, and they just basically got wrecked off that crypto crash, and that's what a lot of people. A lot of the whales on the social media were trying to get everyone to do, right? To buy it or invest their life savings and then just absolutely crash it. Neelesh OG out here. Yes, sir, we did do so. I mean, I can jump back to it for you because you are an OG. And I do remember you from 20 viewers out here. So yeah, in terms of a resistance point, we are seeing a resistance point on this downward sloping resistance line, obviously correlating as well with this 200. So yeah, I would be inclined to say if we are going to look for a break to the upside in terms of a break for ADA, we're looking for at least some consolidation before that to get us a bit more central on the RSI to even think about another wave up there. So yeah, price prediction for ADA right now would be just to consolidate along this zone, hopefully holding the 55 on the hourly here at the $1.57. But I wouldn't be going any higher than $1.60 and $1.58. It would be around that sort of zone there to hold, right? Let me jump to BTG. Was it? Let me Let me do Sol for Nilesh and then BTG there for Mustafa. Sol for Nilesh. I'm going to touch over this pretty quickly for you, Nilesh, because we did go through this earlier. We do have, I think it's a rising wedge. Yeah, we go for a rising wedge. We've got a rising wedge coming through here. On Sol here, it's because we're on the hourly, that's why. We usually trade on the 4 hourly, guys. So yeah, as you can see, we do have this rising wedge coming through here. In terms of potential trades for that, if we do break to the downside, it is going to be this obviously long term, obviously on speculation of where we're going to break. Is that 25% gain to the downside, 24% gain to the upside? Obviously, manage the price accordingly, manage where it's going to be. But yeah, get this rising wedge pattern in there. And let me jump to the hourly for this downward sloping resistance line. Currently, we're finding a lovely bounce point in terms of level of support. So that's an inclination that we are going to see. Not a problem at all, Neil Ash. Nice to have you back on the stream supporting me continuously. Really does mean a lot, bro. But yeah, as you can see here, as I was saying, hopefully we're finding a nice level of support on this RSI point here. So if we can find a nice level of support on this zone here, then we are going to look at that progression to the upside in terms of buying power, which will mean we're looking for another wave up for Solana here. And if we can do that, we are going to be looking at a nice bounce point, probably at this 55. And then we've obviously got a lot of horizontals to talk about. A lot of horizontals to talk about here in terms of resistance points. First one sat at $42.24 there. Best coin to buy at the moment. I can't give you financial advice like that, bro. XRP for NX, I will jump to that in a second, bro. We are nearly, we've hit 2 hours on the stream, guys. I'm probably going to round it up. I'd probably say around 10 minutes time, guys. I'm pretty tired. I did stream for like 3 hours this morning. But guys, if you want to jump on my morning stream, press the subscribe button, press the notification bell. You're never going to miss one of my streams. And yeah, I stream for literally like 1 to 2 to 3 hours sometimes. I'm on every morning, Monday to Friday. And I'm going to start getting an evening stream now because obviously the stats are there and you guys are obviously all online. All the OGs are online. I'm in the evening as well. So yeah, if I can provide some more education for you guys and help you guys out a bit more. And if you guys enjoy the stream, then yeah, absolutely brilliant. Yes, I am still streaming. Crazy stuff. XL, please. Sereno. Yeah, we'll get to XLP. 388 likes, guys. Absolutely amazing stuff. Really do appreciate you guys out here. But yeah, in terms of Solana, I would be looking for another wave up. If you are, yeah, looking for another wave up and looking for the targets of these, these horizontal resistance points currently at that 42,000. Respect for Skydemex, my guy out here, at that $42.22. And then after that, we need to think about the targets of all these lower high points that we've been setting continuously on this downtrend, on this mini downtrend on the hourly that we've been coming through here. In terms of the 4 hourly, as I said, the target point would be this top zone here at that $43.78 there, looking for a potential bounce off this 22, and it's looking very much like that is going to happen if we can hold that that horizontal support point on the RSI there for you there, Nilesh. Let me jump to XRP for a lot of people are saying XRP here. Vaju says, "Sleep, bro. Good night." Good night, sir, if you are going to bed. Or madam, or... No, I can't really see your picture. You do look like a sir from a long way away. But yeah, let me... what was next? It was for NX. It was XRP for NX there. Let me see. XRP, sir. I'll start from the 4 hourly here and we'll see how we're going for the 4 hourly. As I was, oh, that's the wrong tool. As you can see here, we do have this ascending triangle playing up to the upside. It is, I mean, guys, it's pretty much the same on a lot of the charts playing out here. And this ascending triangle playing to the top side here. We are looking at the momentous move to the upside. If we can find a level of support on this downward sloping, currently support line coming through here. If we can find, we'll praise it. I can see us basically coming, having a retest off here. This is going to be a crucial point to watch at this 42 mark here for the RSI. If we can find a level of support there, I can see a bit of a progressionary swing to the upside here. That's going to be ideal. And obviously, the lower we go in terms of the RSI, in terms of this downward sloping resistance line, we are going to see it basically get more invalid, and we are going to find support off it, and then see a new cycle basically begin, right? So that's the ideal scenario. If that is going to happen now, we are going to see some nice moves to the upside for XRP. And that's basically going to mean we're going to come up, we're going to challenge the price action channel, which determines whether we're in an uptrend or whether we're in a downtrend. If we're below it, we see it red. If we're above it, we see it blue. So that the blues obviously means the uptrends, right? So yeah, ideally, we are going to see a nice few blue candles play out here and see that momentum change to the upside. In terms of a short-term target for XRP, it would be this horizontal point sat at that 89 cents there. And also if we can find a nice level of support on that, I would be inclined to say the next level, this next horizontal to look for is that 93 cents there in terms of the upwards momentum. But let's just take into account, right, we have seen a lot of upwards momentum for XRP in finding a level of support here along these horizontals around this zone here, right? And we have seen a lot of support get formed here. So I would be inclined to say we are looking at a consolidation period coming through before we're looking for that next wave up. And yeah, it wouldn't be a surprise to me if we do consolidate along this zone before we see that pump up. So yeah, take that into account when trading XRP there, guys. Oh, goodness me. Throat is really taking a toll now. Bitcoin update, please, once again. Yep, I'll jump to a Bitcoin update for you guys there. Take care, God bless. We'll wait till the 400th like. That'd be amazing. 8 likes away, guys. If you can smash that like button, it would mean the world to me. But yeah, 400 likes, that is the great target for you guys to hit there. Would be absolutely amazing. So yeah, let me just jump back to another request there. I did XRP for NX there. Nano for Marcus quickly. Yeah, I am going to be wrapping up the stream, guys, at 2 hours and 15 minutes. And I'd just like to take this time to say thank you ever so much for supporting me through this journey here. And this is the biggest stream I've ever had. So I'm just so goddamn grateful, guys. Goddamn grateful. Yeah, in terms of it's the same sort of thing happening on all the charts here. In terms of the lower level of support coming down and finding the support point, which we've just seen basically play out on a lot of the charts here. And this is obviously Nano here for Marcus. We do obviously have what I keep talking about, this crucial lower high point in terms of the first wave down, in terms of that first crypto crash that we had coming through here, that insane dump to the downside. This is obviously a big rejection point that we do need to take into consideration if we do get around to that point. Granted, we got to the candle body closes twice here of this zone here, and we've just seen swift rejections coming off there. So it is, I mean, it's likely we are going to see a bit of resistance coming off that zone again, and we haven't even come to the top side of the wicks yet. So yeah, we've got a long way to go in terms of seeing the progression here for Nano and on a lot of the charts, right? So yeah, a few things to think about there. 395 likes, absolutely crazy, guys. But yeah, as you can see here, we do have a bit of an ascending triangle playing out here, guys. Bit of an ascending triangle playing out here at this point in time for you. Oh god, that's the wrong thing there. Let me grab that one instead. Yeah, a bit of an ascending triangle playing out for you guys, and that's an indication that we could be looking at some sort of measure move to the upside or some sort of measure move to the downside, right? In terms of a trade, something along the lines of this, right? Obviously, depending on where we're going to go and how we're going to go, we could be looking at some sort of steepness like that, or we could be looking at a bit more like this. If we do see that progression, we move to the upside like so. If we do break to the upside, it is going to look something along the lines of that in terms of a long trade there. In terms of a percent for that, we're looking at around 26%. Obviously, guys, do not go and take these trades. Do your own research. I'm just giving you a bit of educational standpoint on some potential measure moves that could play out here. In terms of Nano, at this point in time, we did invalidate this this higher low point here, ever so slightly actually. Not quite. I don't think we did it actually. I don't think we invalidated it. I think it literally bounced. Yeah, we didn't invalidate it, not at all. Near enough. We're probably literally like a few bucks away, not even that. So crazy stuff there. So yeah, that's not actually invalidated yet. So we're actually just going to be setting another high low here, which is an indication that we are looking for the momentum to the upside, which is an indication for me that we are going to come up and find a nice level of support on this 21. For how long it will go down, please tell me. What do you mean, Nano? Do you mean Nano or do you mean Bitcoin? Hit the like, citizens. 398 likes. Absolutely crazy guys there. Absolutely crazy. You guys are nuts. Hold on for dear life. Strap up, guys. We're going to the moon. To the moon. Thank you so much, NX. Not a problem at all, sir. Lovely to see you supporting the channel here. I'm new to the channel. Great so far, dude. Thank you very much, Jay. ADA. Let me touch on Bitcoin to end the stream there. I did do ADA earlier, Jay, if you want to jump onto that. Actually, I think I covered it about 4 times. But yeah, if you want to jump onto that, bro, just rewind the stream. And then we'll go from there, basically. Let me have a little look for sushi. Tell you what, bro, I will do sushi for you quickly because I haven't done it yet. I have done ADA, so I will do sushi for you quickly. And then I'm going to be jumping to BTC to round off the stream there, guys. Let me have a little look here. Sushi swap. V-shaped recovery, hopefully getting above 36,400 and regain support and current resistance marker. That would be uptrend confirmation. Let me check that out. Let me check that in a minute. MMA kickboxer, lightweight fighter. Interesting. A bit of self-promotion there from Dennis. Let me get rid of that, right? Get rid of that. Yeah, it's the same sort of thing, bro, on all the charts coming through here. You can see this top side of resistance that we've got playing out here. Obviously, all these zones are coming through here in terms of resistance right now. But I guess you know that. You're here for the short-term targets, right? You're here for the short-term targets. Unfortunately, sorry, lost my words. Choking on my own tongue here. No, 399, not quite 400 yet. Yeah, as you can see here, we do have this this high low. And this high low point created here, unfortunately, on the recent downswing that we had, we did invalidate that, which kind of sucks, right? It does kind of suck that we did invalidate that, because that is an indication that we could potentially be having that continuation to the downside, which none of us want, especially you there. Especially you there. I forgot your name. Especially you there. Subhash, especially there, Subhash. You don't want sushi swap to be going down. Sushi swap to be going down, do you? I mean, I don't think you do if you are a hodler. Let's do some more close-up trend lines for you there. So obviously we've got these downward sloping resistance lines. We've got this this falling wedge playing out here, pretty pretty dominant. Obviously, the resistance playing off this line coming through here, so I would be inclined to say that we're looking for, I mean, we're near enough. We got to that oversold point, so that's obviously the resistance playing out there. So we do need to take into account if we do see that swing come to the downside again, we're going to be looking for that oversold point again and that buyback. So if we are looking for the consolidation period, it is going to be around this zone, and that's going to be to validate this dump that we've had come through here. But yeah, I'd like to say that you are going to come up and test this 21 officially on the 4-hourly here, and that's sat at around $10.52. So in terms of a short-term target for yourself there, it would be firstly this horizontal point here at that $10.35. If you can get over that, I would be looking at finding support on the 21 moving average there as well, right? That's the ideal scenario for you there, sir. If you are looking for potential progression to the upside, that would be the targets there, and then obviously you've got the price action channel and obviously the 55, so you've got a bit of resistance to get through, right, if you are looking for that momentum to the upside there. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be imminently, not quite parabolic. So yeah, a few things to take into account, but I wouldn't be surprised if you were to see some sort of validation in terms of a correlative point from this dump coming down to the downside here, which you're currently seeing now, right? You're seeing this bit of an uptrend form here, but I wouldn't be surprised if you are going to skirt around here for a bit longer. But yeah, that's just my opinion on that. So hopefully I've helped you there with Sushi Swap. Let me jump to I think look guys, I'm just gonna go. We need a Chester coin. I'm just gonna go straight to Bitcoin. I'm gonna do a TA on Bitcoin, and then I'm gonna have to wrap the stream up there, guys, because I have been streaming for literally 5 hours. But yeah, guys, if you want to jump on my stream tomorrow morning, I'm here for literally like 1 to 2, maybe 3 hours tomorrow. I did 3 hours this morning. So yeah, we'll see how we go, and then I'll be doing an evening stream as well, guys. But yeah, in terms of Bitcoin right now, let's just do a little summary here. Obviously, we've got this falling price channel which we broke out of, and we saw a completion of a measure move come through here. If we're drawing a measure move, it is going to be something along the lines of this, right? We did near enough see the completion of that measure move play out there for Bitcoin. For me personally, I got in after this 200 moving average, after I saw the confirmation that we are seeing that. I'm just getting thirsty listening to you. I literally had 3 pints of water in this stream. I'm seeing that progression to the upside here, and that's why I got in my trade there, for the completion of this head and shoulders pattern that we had playing out here. But yeah, that's gone now. That's been completed. So that's why we're obviously seeing this rejection. In terms of what's happening right now, I would be inclined to say we're looking, first bounce point would be this 200 moving average here. Can we get a little higher volume on your mic? Potentially. Maybe I should get a bit closer to it. I did actually move my mic today. It is the highest volume it can actually go, which sucks. Maybe I should talk a bit closer, but this is very visually annoying. But yeah, I'll definitely potentially work on that, but maybe I should talk a bit louder. Great to see you, mate. I'll see you in the morning. Yeah, very good. That's a Perceptron. Good to see you on the stream. But absolute OG out here. Thank you ever so much. BTC whoop whoop from SkyDMX there. But yeah, guys, if you are leaving now, I will see you in the morning. And it'd be very good to see you all there again, right? Yeah, so at this point in time, in terms of a target point, it would be this 200 moving average at this 35,628 there. And also, after that, if we do lose that, on the basis we do lose that, we've got a 10 moving average coming up as well, which, as you can see, we did find a little bounce off that point there. But yeah, we've got a nice bit of support in terms of this area here, in terms of this zone that we've got. Let me draw a little zone for you guys. A little zone that we've got coming through here. We've got, oh no, that's wrong. We've got horizontal coming through here at that 34,964 there. We've got this grey box zone coming through here, and as you can see, we find a nice level of support continuously up from there. So yeah, that's another point of support that we need to think about as well. And also the 200 moving average, right? So yeah, we've got a lot of support coming through here, and worst case scenario, we do lose these zones here. We do obviously have the 55 moving average coming up as well, the price action channel, the 21, and also we've got this the top side of this price channel coming through as well, right? So yeah, it's not all bad, right? It's not all bad. And with that, we've got the higher lows to think about as well in terms of this uptrend on the hourly, right? That's what's going on for the hourly right now. In terms of the RSI, we did get to that overextended point in terms of that overbuying power. So yeah, that overbuying power we had there, we're obviously seeing this correction, right? We see that correction to the downside, and that's obviously what's happening right now. We're not going to see insane buying power to the upside, and no correction to the downside, right? It's just not going to work like that. It's not going to be a healthy chart, because then we're going to go parabolic, and then we're going to crash down even further, right? So yeah, that's definitely something to consider there. In terms of what the RSI is doing on the short term here, it would be nice to see us consolidate and come back to this middle zone, and then see another wave to the upside, right? So if that is going to happen, that would be very nice to have a consolidation period around all these crucial levels of support, and then another wave to the upside, potentially challenging these previous lower high points here. We've got the horizontal set around 37,800 for that. That would be very, very nice indeed. I think that zone is also fib level for the move just now. Potentially, bro. Potentially, bro. For me personally, I use pivot points and not Fibonacci levels. I did use Fibonacci before, but I found these pivot points on this indicator a lot more reliable, right? And as you can see, I turn them off when I'm streaming because they're pretty ugly in terms of the chart, and pretty confusing for the new traders there. So yeah, that's what I use instead of Fibonacci. I find them a lot more effective. But I did use Fibonacci for a while, and I do think it's a very effective thing to use. Yeah, so a lot more better without those lines coming through there. In terms of the bounce point, we are bouncing off that 200 pretty cleanly, which is quite nice, very nice to see indeed. In terms of the midterm right now, if we are looking for the top target for Bitcoin, in terms of this current uptrend before we see that reversal, first things first, it would be around that 38,000 zone, which would be very, very nice to see indeed. But yeah, in terms of the RSI, in terms of the RSI on this downward sloping resistance line, which the OGs on the channel here have been following for quite a while, right? We've been following it for quite a while, and we did actually just kind of break it. We did break it to the upside, and we're looking for that support. If we could find that support, we would be looking for another wave up, and that is an initiation that we are going to find that momentum to get to that 38,000 zone. If we don't find that there, then we are going to find heavy resistance, right? We're going to find heavy resistance, and it does play out along this RSI downward sloping resistance line, right? So it's going to play out if we do lose that. So that's a crucial point to watch, and that's around 54 on the 4-hourly for the RSI there. For you guys, if you want to reference that yourselves. In terms of the MACD, the downtrend, the uptrend has this cycle has fizzled out pretty badly. So yeah, we do have a target point in terms of a horizontal there, sat around that 604. So we'll be expecting some resistance to there. If we do see that bounce point to this 38k zone there, right? So yeah, definitely something to consider there for Bitcoin on the midterm there. And also, we are currently trying to respect this 55 moving average here on the midterm here for Bitcoin. Hopefully, for a 4-hourly target, we can get a nice close above that. But yeah, it's looking pretty good considering we've invalidated this lower high point. Next target lower high point would be this zone coming through here, and that's sat around that 37,700 before we can see that progression to that 38k zone there. That's going to be very, very nice to see indeed. But yeah, that's Bitcoin pretty much summed up on the midterm there in terms of a short-term target. But yeah, we would be looking to break out this falling wedge coming through soon. Hopefully we can. But yeah, we're pretty far away. I could see a bit more price action happening before that. But yeah, be crucial and beady-eyed to watch to when we are going to break out of that zone there. In terms of the long term here for Bitcoin, let's jump to the daily quickly. In terms of the long term for the Bailey, how long does it take your money, doubled your money trading? I have 9k as I lost 25k during this dump. How long will it take me to make 9k? This is the problem. You shouldn't be focusing on your money, bro. You shouldn't be focusing on the money. You should be focusing on literally just the percents of the trades that you're making. And if you're like, I need to double my money by a week, you're going to put that emotional stress on yourself, and it's going to have a really big toll on your trading. And that's like the worst thing to do in terms of emotions, in terms of trading, right? So yeah, I'd work on your trading ability if you're currently losing money at this time, and I wouldn't be putting loads of money in it like that and losing it. I would be maybe start off with like £500 or something and just work that up. If you can grind that £500 up to say $5,000, then you know you're a profitable trader, right? And then you can think about investing more in the future. But yeah, in terms of the long term right now, for Bitcoin, we actually have bounced off this pretty crucial horizontal point at 36,900 here, and we have actually lost the 10 moving average, which is another sign that we are going to come down. I do have the idea for a potential short position if we do lose this descending triangle coming through here, and that's going to be sitting in terms of a percent at around 12% dip for Bitcoin. And if we do get to that low, as I've said before, on this volume weighted ATR and around that 30k, I would be definitely looking for definitely a buy point there. I use, what broker do I use? I use Binance, bro. I use Binance like a lot of people out here. I use Binance, but I don't do TA on Binance. I find it's a bit too much going on the screen, right? I like to just do it on TradingView and get my own indicators and do all that stuff going on there. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much me for the stream here, guys. I do appreciate all your support, and we got to 404 likes. Absolutely insane, guys. I really do appreciate it, and I will be back tomorrow morning to do I'll probably do like a 2 or 3 hour stream for you there, guys, because this is like my most successful stream ever. And yeah, really do appreciate you guys there. So yeah, this is going to be me signing off, but yeah, I do appreciate you guys, and we will see you all tomorrow morning. And peace out from me, Crypto Chester.